boom. Hello, everybody, and welcome back to the Flip Thought Show. It's your host with the most, King Truth, Hosenberg, Benny Bo, the one with the word, the one with the flow. And we coming at you live, man, at 2:24, bro. And this is just something in the making. Look where we at with it. You feel me? This is the new, like I said, this is the new spot. Streaming room in the making, man. I got my monitors over here. You see the mic stand. I'm just trying to put everything together. I ain't got a table right now. I got my thing up on the bucket, man. Trying to, push through with it, bro. But you see the green screen. It's not, I gotta get a larger green screen, bro. But for right now, it'll work. You feel me? For now, it'll work. But I don't know why I'm getting some feedback. Let's turn that down a little bit. Can we still hear that feedback? I don't think I hear the feedback no more. Okay, boom. So, like I said, man, we gonna get right into this. This is breaking news. Geetchi Gotti, battle rap legend Geetchi Gotti out of the Compton area. I think he's a Compton Crip, actually, Nutty Block to be exact. He was arrested in Ohio at a traffic stop, I think yesterday sometime, and they seized $15,000 worth of opioid pills. I don't know if they were perks or narcos, but something that did have opioids in them. I don't know if they were tested for fentanyl or not. And then we also got Dwflame getting sliced up apparently by some ops. I think he had to be in Long Beach. So boom, we gonna get right into the Geetchi Gotti first, and then we gonna go to the DW, man. But like I said, man, just something in the making, man. I'm trying to get everything set up in this room, bro. But like I said, we gonna get right into this. And before we do, make sure you hit that like button, hit that hype button, hit that share, hit that notification bell so I know you're there, so I can throw it to you when it's in the air. Follow me on Kick, Twitch, Discord, IG, TikTok, Rumble. Yeah, man. So, like I said, man, we gonna get right into this. Let me hold up real quick. I don't like when my comments don't be right there. Hold on real quick, y'all. We need to fix this shit. Fix this shit. Okay, boom. So yeah, man. Like I said, bro, we gonna get right into this content. Geetchi Gotti arrested at traffic stop in the Ohio area. Let's get into it. Before we do, make sure you follow me on Kick, Twitch, Discord, IG, TikTok, and Rumble. IG, TikTok, Twitch, Kick, Rumble, Discord. Let's get it, man.
Juvenile detention facility, you may be entitled to $580,000
away. And thousands of opioid pills recovered.
So 4 men from California are now charged here in Butler County. And tonight, newly released body camera video shows how quickly police caught up with them. Our WLWT News 5's Karen Johnson live in Westchester with a story you'll see only here on WLWT. Hi, Karen.
Well, good evening again, Cherie. Yes, among those arrested and now charged with drug possession, a California-based rapper known as Geetchi Gotti. His real name is Marcus Fandroy, and police say he was driving down I-75 last week in Westchester when police made this stop.
The initial traffic stop on I-75 in Westchester was short-lived. The suspects weren't getting far.
It did hit sticks. It did hit sticks.
One exit south near the streets of Westchester. 4 men bailed.
Get down on the ground right now! Get down on the ground!
But police caught up.
I will shoot you! Get your hands in the air!
Westchester police arrested 4 men from California
Why are you arresting me? Because your name's Anthony Ellison. You've been breaking into pharmacies all over the place.
and searched the rental car they were in.
We searched it thoroughly. There was a large amount of pharmaceuticals in the car that looked like they came just straight from the pharmacy.
Nearly 3,000 pain pills seized, including oxycodone, morphine, and Vicodin, drugs that investigators say were stolen.
The drugs that were found were from a pharmacy called the Medicine Shop in Bellevue, Ohio. We believe that cash was found as well that was taken from a pharmacy in Perrysburg, Ohio.
Detectives say they had their eyes on the men since one of them landed at CVG last week. Tyrus Crew, Anthony Ellison, Laquan Miller, and Marcus Fantroy, also known as rapper Geetchi Gotti, all now face drug possession charges.
We're looking at over $10,000 to $15,000 worth of pharmaceutical drugs, at least. That's what it is to the pharmacy. That's not what it's worth in the street. So we're talking lots and lots and lots of bills.
Detective Kevin Berger said in court today, these men, quote, do this quite often. And tonight, WLWT Investigates is still digging into who these people are, if they are possibly facing charges elsewhere. Also, I should note, here in Butler County, Judge Courtney Caparella Kramer found there was enough evidence to bind this case over.
I dare you to let me build you a completely free e-commerce store preloaded with 20 handpicked products that are trending all over the world, basically validated by AI from a trending product database from one of the top vendors on the planet. And the reason that we can do this completely free for you is because, well, Shopify is paying me to do it. You've probably seen me before because for the last year, Shopify has loved the AI-paired software that we built so much that they've been paying me to build people just like you, complete beginners, a completely free store. Now, again, it's free for you, right? Shopify is paying me a commission to do it. And if you don't keep your store for more than 90 days, I don't even get paid. But your store is still free, right? And after 90 days, it's still your store. I don't own a percentage of the store. I don't control the store. It's yours. You can delete products from it, add new products to it, all that good stuff. It's your store, okay? Not only that, I'm going to give you my courses completely free. I'm not going to try to upsell you a bunch of courses. I know you've seen gurus trying to sell courses for $1,000, $2,000, so on and so forth. I can afford to give you my courses for free because, again, Shopify pays me when you use this software and open up a Shopify store. So you get a free store, right? I get a commission from Shopify, and Shopify gets a new merchant to their platform that's being trained by me.
Y'all already know the rules. When you come in my house, take off your shoes. And super violate that like button. It don't cost you nothing to hit that like button. Shall we begin? Shall we begin?
California-based rapper known as Geetchi Gotti. His real name is Marcus Fantroy, and police say he was driving down I-75 last week in Westchester when police made this stop.
The initial traffic stop on I-75 in Westchester was short-lived. The suspects weren't getting far.
It did hit sticks. It did hit sticks.
One exit south near the streets of Westchester. 4 men bailed.
Get down on the ground right now! Get down on the ground!
But police caught up.
I will shoot you! Get your hands in the air!
Westchester police arrested 4 men from California.
Why are you arresting me? Because your name's Anthony Ellison. You've been breaking into pharmacies all over the place.
And searched the rental car they were in.
We searched it thoroughly. There was a large amount of pharmaceuticals in the car that looked like they came just straight from the pharmacy.
Nearly 3,000 pain pills seized, including oxycodone, morphine. Their eyes on the men since one of them landed at CVG last week. Tyrus Crew, Anthony Ellison, Laquan Miller, and Marcus Fantroy, also known as rapper Geetchi Gotti, All now face drug possession charges.
We're looking at over $10,000 to $15,000 worth of pharmaceutical drugs, at least. That's what it is to the pharmacy. That's not what it's worth in the street. So we're talking lots and lots and lots of bills.
Detective Kevin Berger said in court today, these men, quote, do this quite often.
EVE Online is a vast universe, alive with the unrelenting activity and combined history of its players.
Geetchi Gotti. What a disgrace. What a disgrace. My nigga, you 37 years old and talented, gifted, and famous. We living in the era of the internet where anybody that has a following can eat off of their following just by having them press like, share, and subscribe on this internet. But you got it, my nigga. You proved that you the illest nigga in Nebraska. That you 37 years old. Birthday, February 26th. And if they don't allow you to get bailed out, playing in Westchester County, aka Hingham High, you got locked up in Westchester County, my nigga? You got locked up in Westchester County, aka Hingham High? Last town, last place you want to play with. The last town and the last place and the last police you want to play with. How you get on a plane and come from California and land in Westchester County? May God be with you, my nigga, because you're going to need them. And you better hope and pray that the time that they don't give you in jail, because I'm locked up, they won't let me out. No. Listen, to all you dudes out there, it's not that I was trying to be a hypocrite. I used to be a stick-up kid too. I know what it's like to play with that metal. I used to be a stick-up kid too. But it comes a time at a point where you get to a certain age and see the reason why I'm so mad at Geetchi Gotti is because he's talented. He didn't have to go that route. Some of you dudes ain't smart at all. You have no options, no other options but to go to the streets because you're dumb. Because you're dumb. And the sad part about it is, Geetchi Gotti, you got hundreds of thousands of young boys out there that love battle rap and they looking up to you, and you making poor decisions like that, my nigga. Embarrassing your mother, embarrassing your children, embarrassing the chick that's laying down next to you, because now she got to be looked upon by everybody that know who she is like ill. Like ill. When you 37 years old, you are 37, my nigga. You are old man. These are not the mistakes that old men are supposed to be making. No, I'm not telling niggas not to go out there and get it how you live it. But when you are a celebrity, you can't be throwing rocks at the penitentiary. The warden will open up the door and invite you in, have a bed for you. You might get 3 free meals, you might not. You might get a pillow and a blanket, you might not. But that cell and them COs and them nightsticks on the child. CO, can I get some tissue? No. And the tissue that they do give you, it better not run out. Or you going to be wiping your butt with your hand? Ew. Why go to commissary when you could go to the supermarket? Why go to commissary when you could go to the supermarket? Why wait for somebody to come visit you on a visitor floor when you could go outside, See everybody on the block. Get tired and go upstairs and some things is just unacceptable. And when you look at the image of Geetchi Gotti sitting in the back of that courtroom, you could read his mind. What he said up there saying, you know, I done effed up, right? Yeah, you done effed up, my nigga. How much money you was getting off of battle raps? You could write no more raps? You could display your talent some more on social media. Facebook cutting the check. YouTube's cutting the check. TikTok's cutting the check. In some cases, Instagram is cutting the check. There's no excuse, my nigga. People are getting paid off of their talent, but you want to be running around robbing pharmacies? Drugs? Is it because you're a drug addict? Or you want to be a drug dealer? What y'all think, people? Put it in the comments section. Hit that like button, hit that share button, hit that subscribe button, and pay attention to your circle before they hurt you. Out of the 4 or 5 of them that decided to pack that car to commit them crimes, nobody had the sense to say that this is not going to work. This ain't right. This don't feel right. I'm out.
Imagine being able to build an app with your name on it, just by thinking about it. Meet Base 44, a complete AI creation platform. Describe what you want, and watch it take shape. You can plan, customize, and expand in any direction. From tools built for one, to platforms ready for many. From passion projects to enterprise-grade systems. Everything is built in and ready to launch. It's a new world of creation, where you can go as far as your imagination takes you. Can you imagine it? Let's make your dream a reality right now.
All right, look, I don't know who need to hear this, but my man just tried that new 100 milligram generic Viagra for only 87 cents a pop from Friday Plans. We was having problems in the bedroom.
You know, we on, nigga.
One of battle rap's most visible and influential voices is at the center of a criminal investigation. Geetchi Gotti, real name Marcus Fantroy, has been arrested in Ohio on major drug possession charges involving thousands of pharmaceutical pills. Within minutes of the news breaking, the battle rap community erupted. Support, shock, debate, and at the center of the reaction, Jazz the Rapper, his podcast partner on Last Second C. This is how the culture responded in real time. One of the first notable reactions came from Real Deal. He reposted the news and wrote, "Free Gotti, short, immediate, supportive." Jack Boy Maine followed with a video post and a caption reading, "Free da bro Maine. And everybody talking crazy, I'm taking names." His response suggested frustration toward critics who were already reacting harshly. Fellow EFB member JC also spoke out. JC, who is part of Geetchi Gotti's rap crew, Every FN Bar, posted simply, "Free Gotti." Coming from a direct crew member, the message carried deeper cultural weight. Tay Rock added his voice next, posting, "Free Geetchi." The statement quickly gained traction among supporters. From Pontiac, Michigan, Mac Myron weighed in with the sharper tone, criticizing those making light of the situation and calling for seriousness. From the Bronx, veteran battler Goods posted a brief message reading, "For Geetchi." Though minimal, it signals solidarity from one of New York's respected voices. Zan Bass, known as the queen of Philly battle rap, posted "Free Gotti," adding to the growing wave of public backing. The Battle Academy released a statement saying, "Free Geetchi. He always been a real one." That post framed Geetchi as a respected figure beyond just competition. Emerging battle rap star Woo-Sa offered a broader cultural reflection. He wrote, "Only in battle rap, the fans praise you for the life you rap, but talk down on you if you actually live it. Free Geetchi." That statement sparked debate about authenticity and the blurred line between persona and reality. Attention then shifted toward Jazz, the rapper. Jazz and Geetchi Gotti co-host the Last Second C podcast and have built a visible creative partnership and friendship over the years. As the news spread across timelines, an image of the two together began circulating. Shortly after, Jazz responded within the reaction thread. She wrote, "My guys, man, for real, I'm sick about it." The message appeared as a reply, not a formal statement, but it quickly gained traction. The tone was emotional and personal, reflecting her close connection to Geetchi. At this time, Jazz has not issued a standalone public statement beyond that reply. Big T posted, "That Geetchi situation sad. Can you blame him for allegedly taking that risk?" That message generated widespread engagement and debate. Loso shared a black and white image accompanied by a prayer gesture, signaling quiet support. Finally, the god, XL, wrote, "Free Geetchi. That's all. Some of y'all are wrong for making light of the situation." His statement reinforced the serious tone emerging across the culture. Geetchi Gotti currently faces drug possession charges tied to the recovery of nearly 3,000 pharmaceutical pills. The legal process is ongoing. Meanwhile, battle rap continues reacting in real time, with solidarity, criticism, and cultural reflection unfolding across social media. This is a developing story. Updates will follow as more information becomes available.
Last year, I launched my holiday sales site late and I left like 15K on the table. I was not making that mistake again. This year, I got gems for it.
Make a snowboard poster from these images.
Oh, who makes this heat?
The previous blog. Polo World, we live, we back, we direct, we in the building. First and foremost, like this video, like, comment, and subscribe. Oh nah. Geetchi Gotti was arrested over the weekend. I put the body cam footage out, plus my thoughts on that in the previous blog. Go check that out. Some people were saying that it looks staged, that this can't be real. Well, this is 100% real situation. We now have the footage from the actual court arraignment. And also we hear like what the officers are saying. The detectives, they were already alerted. They knew what was going on a week prior. So, you know, it kind of sound like a little sting operation. Let's check out this court arraignment. Let's see what they had to say. We're going to react to that. Free Geetchi Gotti.
Getaway that didn't quite get away, and thousands of opioid pills recovered.
So 4 men from California are now charged here in Butler County. And tonight, newly released body camera video shows how quickly police caught up with them. Our WLWT News 5's Karen Johnson, live in Westchester with a story you'll see only here on WLWT. Hi, Karen.
Well, good evening again, Cherie. Among those arrested and now charged with drug possession, a California-based rapper known as Geetchi Gotti. His real name is Marcus Fantroy, and police say he was driving down I-75 last week in Westchester when police made this stop.
The initial traffic stop on I-75 in Westchester was short-lived. The suspects were in.
Now, as you've seen, as soon as the cops stopped them, you know, they fled off. They tried to do the dash. You know, the cops pulled them over a traffic stop or whatever it was that they were trying to, get them for, and they pulled off, as you can see.
Getting far.
It did hit sticks. It did hit sticks.
One exit south near the streets of Westchester. 4 men bailed.
Get down on the ground right now! Get down on the ground!
But police caught up.
I will shoot you!
Now, you know, they tried to do the dash. As you can see, this is Geetchi Gotti right here. They caught him on the next exit. They tried to run. Geetchi was out of there. He was trying to be out of there. And the cops caught up to him. Sheesh.
Get your hands in here!
Westchester police arrested 4 men from California.
Why are you arresting? Because your name's Anthony Ellison. You've been breaking into pharmacies all over the place.
And searched the rental car they were in.
So as you heard, when the cop, he asked one of Geetchi Cody's, one of his people, he asked, why you arrested me? And they said, because you've been breaking into pharmacies all over the place. So this is obviously something that they was investigating for a while. They already knew what was going on. They knew the parties. This kind of crazy.
We searched it thoroughly. There was a large amount of pharmaceuticals in the car that looked like they came just straight from the pharmacy.
Nearly 3,000 pain pills seized, including oxycodone, morphine, and Vicodin. Drugs that investigators say were stolen.
The drugs that were found were from a pharmacy called the Medicine Shop in Bellevue, Ohio. We believe that cash was found as well that was taken from a pharmacy in Perrysburg, Ohio.
Detectives say they had their eyes on the men since one of them landed at CVG last week.
See, so like what the news reporter just said, she said the detectives knew a week prior. They had their eyes on one of the 4 parties, and they kind of knew what was going on, and they knew if they in town, allegedly, this is what's going to be taking place. They're going to be hitting pharmacies. Sheesh.
Tyrus Crew, Anthony Ellison, Laquan Miller, and Marcus Fantroy, also known as rapper Geetchi Gotti, all now face drug possession charges.
We're looking at over $10,000 to $15,000 worth of pharmaceutical drugs, at least. That's what it is to the pharmacy. That's not what it's worth on the street. So we're talking lots and lots and lots of bills.
So as what he's trying to say, yeah, it's 15. The market is about $15,000 to the pharmaceutical places, meaning the retail, but in the streets is worth way more. He's talking thousands, hundreds of thousands. So they're already kind of painting the picture that like this is an operation. Like this ain't just no luck of the matter or anything like that. Like this is a planned strategic operation. It's $15,000 of retail profit, and to the streets, it's worth way more. So, eesh.
Detective Kevin Berger said in court today, these men, quote,
man, damn, they got Geetchi in the count. Oh, man. Geetchi, I ain't gonna lie, man. Like, Geetchi looked like, I ain't going front. He looked pissed. Like, I mean, as you should be, but he definitely looked like, man, get me out of this, Lord, please. Just get me out of this one and I'm good. I'm done. Like, that's the look he got. His man in the front look, I don't know. His man in the front look like it's a day in the office, but
they don't want you to know about it.
Hey, did you know you might get a big cash payout if you were in a car accident up to 1 year ago? Even if you weren't driving. Just click the link around this video to see how much you can get. Just answer 5 simple questions, and it only takes 30 seconds. If you got hurt by a driver in the last year, you might be owed money without even knowing it. You could get a check just like this one, maybe even more. Click the link now to find out. Tens of thousands of people have received a 5-figure or even a 6-figure check without going to court, paying big legal fees, or dealing with insurance companies or greedy attorneys. Even if you were a pedestrian, rideshare user, cyclist, or a motor.
Geetchi definitely looked pissed. They keep mentioning Geetchi name, like, so they know that it's Geetchi Gotti. You don't really hear them saying, yo, the other person is this name, he's from here, he work here. They keep saying like famous rapper Geetchi Gotti.
So that's how the news play.
Do this quite often.
And tonight, WLWT Investigates is still digging into who these people are, if they are possibly facing charges elsewhere. Also, I should note, here in Butler County, Judge Courtney Caparella-Kramer found there was enough evidence to bind this case over to a grand jury. Reporting live tonight in Westchester.
So they definitely. So now they're saying that this is enough to go to a grand jury. It's enough evidence. Like, this is a serious matter. Damn.
Karen Johnson, WLWT News. Drug possession
weren't getting far. The suspects weren't getting far.
They shot the law.
One exit south near the streets of Westchester. 4 men bailed.
Get down on the ground right now! Get down on the ground!
But police caught up.
I will shoot you! Get your hands in the air!
Damn.
Westchester police arrested 4 men.
Anthony Ellison, you've been breaking into pharmacies all over the place.
And searched the rental car they were in.
We searched it thoroughly. There was a large amount of pharmaceuticals in the car that looked like they came just straight from the pharmacy.
He looked ready. Like, this dude right here looked ready to go to court. Like, I ain't gonna lie. He looked ready. He looked like he locked and loaded. This is definitely a serious matter. Man, this is definitely a hit for battle rap. This is a hit, period. Like, hold on, let's
see.
Nearly 3,000 pain pills seized, including oxycodone, morphine, and Vicodin, drugs that investigators say were stolen.
The drugs that were found were from a pharmacy called the Medicine Shop in Bellevue, Ohio. We believe that cash was found as well that was taken from a pharmacy in Perrysburg, Ohio.
So they painting a picture already. They trying to say, like, this is an operation that they've been allegedly doing for a long time, hitting pharmaceutical companies, taking 15,000 plus worth of pharmaceuticals and redistributing it to the streets. This is a serious matter, man. This definitely ain't, like, this is something he gonna have to lawyer up and really fight. How y'all feeling about this in the comments, man? How y'all feeling? I know it's easy for people to say, like, yo, why is he doing this? He's making all this money. He's doing all this. Like, y'all really, the truth of the matter is, you don't know people' personal lives. Like, you don't know what people going through. It's no excuse, but you don't know what people going through, what people's financial situation is, the mouths that they got to feed. And, like, this is what some people know. This is all some people know, how to make money, how to get it in the streets. You know what I'm saying? Like, y'all can't glorify a street culture, and then when some street shit happen, y'all like, oh, you idiot. Oh, you idiot. Like, some people actually living out their rap. Some people actually doing the stuff that they portray they doing. So it's easy to say Geetchi Gotti, yeah, he dumb for doing this. Like, I would have never did this, but you don't know what you would have did unless you in the shoe of the person that's doing it. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's online, everybody looks like they're rich. Everybody looks like they got a mansion. They got 5-7 cars. They do this, that, and the third, but you don't know what goes on in a person's day to day. You don't know how people make money at the end of the day. So it's easy. The easy thing is to say, yeah, Geetchi Gotti is he dumb, he crazy for this, but you don't know what people got going on in they day to day, man. But this is definitely a serious matter. Geetchi Gotti was in the court arraignment. So more details. I don't know if it's bad. If it's bail, it don't sound like it. They didn't mention that in that news. They didn't mention it at all in the news clip. So we don't know if it's bail or anything like that. But I believe Geetchi is on parole. So this is definitely it's a hit, man. This definitely a hit, man. Geetchi got a lot going on. Geetchi had a lot going on, got a lot going on with the success of his podcast, Last Second Seed, battling. Remember, a couple weeks ago, we just heard Rex say, yeah, they trying to book the rematch, but if they want the rematch, they got to pay me extra. Well, now that's in jeopardy. So, it's a lot of stuff in jeopardy now, man. Geetchi Gotti is a prominent figure in battle rap. He is a big name in battle rap. He's a big name in hip hop. With Drake winning $150K, Drake bringing him out for the Drake tournament. being a face of caffeine during COVID for the West Coast, being one of the prominent names for the West Coast. So it's a lot to take from this. You know, Surf is coming home next week. And now it's just crazy, man. Like, it's like we got another legend in battle rap gone. Like, you know what I'm saying? So how y'all feeling in the comments about all this, man? We just watched the Court Arraignment. Make sure y'all go check out the other blog. This is definitely tough. I definitely want to know how y'all feeling about this. Is it a chance? I'm gonna ask you a question. Do y'all think it's a chance that he could actually fight this, beat this, maybe get off with a few years? Or do y'all think they're gonna try to throw the book at him? They did mention that they caught that this is an operation that's been going on for a while, and they've caught multiple. You know, they got over 15,000 worth of pills. 15,000 worth of pills retail in the streets is definitely a lot. You know what I'm saying? It's perks, oxy. You know, it's a lot of stuff. So, and obviously they tried to do the dash the minute the cops pulled up. So you know. You know what it is. So how y'all feeling in the comments about this one? Sad news in battle rap, sad news in hip hop. This is definitely an L for the culture. Free Geetchi Gotti. Make sure y'all keep them in y'all prayers. Make sure everything go good. A lot of, Geetchi Gotti got a lot of fans. You know what I'm saying? So it ain't always, damn, this is crazy. Let me know how y'all feeling in the comments. I'll definitely be in the comments. I want to hear y'all thoughts. We just watched Geetchi Gotti. Polo World,
Got Polo in the listeners, man. Don't say too much.
Relax.
You already know what it is, man. Salute to the subscribers, that notification gang, etc., etc. Don't let none of that get too far ahead of you. Shout out to my guy, Showtime SP, and everybody who watches this content, whether religiously or in passing. I'm here when they win. I'm who they call when niggas lose. Don't get mad at us. I just report the news from his ghetto point of view. You know what I'm saying? Mad people been hitting me up about this Geetchi Gotti situation. It says battle rapper Geetchi Gotti jailed without bail in Butler County, Ohio. I seen DJ Academics talking about it, allhiphop.com, and a lot of other publications have been talking about it. I've seen people online with their thoughts and their perspectives. I've seen battle rappers defending Gotti, you know what I'm saying? Y'all don't talk about nothing else, blah, 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 blah. I see it all, right? And I was like, I was going to record earlier yesterday, but I wanted to wait and I wanted to see what all had came out, what people were talking about before I just jumped online, because I know, my opinion gets valued, and I want to bring y'all the most current up-to-date information. So the article says battle rapper Geetchi Gotti was arrested in Butler County, Ohio on February 5th and faces multiple drug charges. Geetchi Gotti was arrested in Butler County for drug possession charges and one failure to comply charge. Cops booked Marcus Fantroy Gotti's real name on multiple drug charges. The charges involved Schedule 1 and Schedule 2 substances. Gotti also received a failure to comply charge for ignoring a police officer's signal. It says in Ohio, these charges could result to up to 10 years in jail. The arrest occurred far from Geetchi's home in Compton, California. Butler County sits on the southwestern Ohio. Battle rap fans expressed shock at seeing the West Coast legend locked up in the Midwest.
And a getaway that didn't quite get away, and thousands of opioid pills recovered.
So 4 men from California are now charged here in Butler County. And tonight, newly released body camera video shows how quickly police caught up with them. Our WLWT News 5's Karen Johnson, live in Westchester with a story you'll see only here on WLWT. Hi, Karen.
Well, good evening again, Cherie. Yes, among those Arrested and now charged with drug possession. A California-based rapper known as Geetchi Gotti. His real name is Marcus Fandroy, and police say he was driving down I-75 last week in Westchester when police made this stop.
The initial traffic stop on I-75 in Westchester was short-lived. The suspects weren't getting far.
And that's why I don't want to be a part of hip hop no more. Because it just ain't right, man. And
One exit south near the streets of Westchester. 4 men bailed.
Get down on the ground right now! Get down on the ground!
But police caught up.
I want to shoot you! Get your hands in the air!
Westchester police arrested 4 men from California.
Why are y'all arresting me?
Because your name's Anthony Ellison. You've been breaking into pharmacies all over the place.
And searched the rental car they were in.
We searched it thoroughly. There was a large amount of pharmaceuticals in the car that looked like they came just straight from the pharmacy.
Nearly 3,000 pain pills seized, including oxycodone, morphine, and Vicodin, drugs that investigators say were stolen.
The drugs that were found were from a pharmacy called the Medicine Shop in Bellevue, Ohio. We believe that cash was found as well that was taken from a pharmacy in Perrysburg, Ohio.
Detectives say they had their eyes on the men since one of them landed at CVG last week. Tyrus crew Anthony Ellison, Laquan Miller, and Marcus Fandroy, also known as rapper Geetchi Gotti, all now face drug possession charges.
We're looking at over $10,000 to $15,000 worth of pharmaceutical drugs, at least. That's what it is to the pharmacy. That's not what it's worth in the street. So we're talking lots and lots and lots of bills.
Detective Kevin Berger said in court today, these men, quote, do this quite often.
And tonight, WLWT Investigates is still digging into who these people are, if they are possibly facing charges elsewhere. Also, I should note, here in Butler County, Judge Courtney Caparella-Creamer found there was enough evidence to bind this case over to a grand jury.
Here's the deal. Shout out to Geetchi Gotti, you know what I'm saying? All that he's been able to accomplish in his career, from his early beginnings till now. This is stupidity. Like, you should not even be caught up in no shit like this. You know what I'm saying? Like 3,000 pills, police come, body cam footage. It shows guys, you know, pulling off, and, you know, they trying to run, and it's snowing, and the feds was, from what I saw, the feds was on one of the guys time he landed to CVG, time he flew into the airport.
And that's why I don't want to be a part of hip hop no more. Because it just ain't right, man. And
the funny thing is, my mom lives in Ohio. Ohio is a heavy Republican state. You know, some of these towns have like 5% black people in them, 8% black. Butler County has like 8 to 10% black people. So the 4 of you niggas in one car was probably the whole population of black people in Butler County. And from what the video is saying, it's like they robbed one place, then went to another place and robbed another place. Bro, that shit, it's not gonna last long. You know what I mean? The police is out there, the feds is involved. They grab, you know, they get one, it's like they got them all. It's highly unfortunate for Geetchi Gotti. Like I said, I've seen him reform his life, do bigger things, put on for LA, do huge battles, go, you know, to the top of battle rap. And now we're here. Gonna be fighting a case, fighting a Fed case, and even if you do make bail, can everyone else make bail? It's 4 people on this case. Then they show it's the same almost scenario as Dirt. You can, let me explain this for y'all, right? Because y'all love, you know what I'm saying, to talk about civilians and street niggas and all that. You cannot fly anywhere in the continental United States or abroad without being on camera. When you pull up to the airport, you're on camera. You park your car, you're on camera. You check into a flight, you're on camera. You have to use your ID to get on the flight, you're on camera. When you walk off the plane, you're on camera. Go to the rental car facility, you're on camera. Drive out the rental facility, you're on camera. Most rental cars have geotabs in them where they can tell where the vehicle's been, how much gas is in it. So when people go and think that nobody's gonna see them, like highways have license plate readers, easy pass readers, phones, places, buildings have cameras on them. When you pull up, you know, when you pull up to the fucking place to rob it, you're in a car. The building has a camera on it.
They see a gray Honda, a black fucking Altima. Like these niggas, like a lot of these niggas, when they do this shit, it just be crash out missions. You know what I'm saying? And I'm not saying I know all of the intricate parts of what's going on with Geetchi's situation, but it's just highly unfortunate. You know what I'm saying? To see one of the leaders in the culture involved in something like this, and academics is mad people posting it. Academics is posting it. Shit is everywhere. And I see, you know, the battlers in the comments. I saw Arsenal in the comments like, yo, y'all never post nothing about battle rap. This is why we don't like y'all niggas. Blah, blah, blah. Yeah, like, battlers got to understand the media has no obligation to help, protect, or invest in this culture whatsoever. They have no obligation. They can only report when it's advantageous to them. They don't have to promote you niggas. Why? Why would they have to promote y'all? They don't have to promote you. They don't have to talk about you. They can only talk about when shit goes wrong. But in a sport, and I see people like, oh man, what y'all talking about it, bro? It's the news. If it was another person, Gotti has a podcast. I would expect him to talk about it. You know what I'm saying? If it was another person, it would be, he would talk about it. But when it comes to like Geetchi Gotti, like I said, we've seen him rise. We've seen him, you know, have really good battles. We've seen him, you know, in his element. But then we've also seen battles where it just seems like he just showed up and, you know, I just, hold up. I said some shit like, you know, the shit real, the clip pill. Me and my niggas done been on big drill. Like, it's like you don't even care. You know what I'm saying? And now you got him getting caught up in this situation with 3,000 pills. Nigga, they caught my nigga Gotti with every fucking bar. They got my nigga with every bar, man. Free Geetchi Gotti, you know what I'm saying? But I will say he's got to make smarter decisions, you know what I'm saying? Being caught up in situations like this. And unfortunately, this is not his first time being caught in a situation like this. He previously got arrested and did a little time for robbing a pharmacy. So if a nigga who robbed a pharmacy in California gets caught for robbing a pharmacy allegedly, or having drugs that were from a pharmacy in a whole nother state, you know what I'm saying? I can't, like, common sense got to be common sometimes, you know? We don't wish this. I'm not happy to be reporting that Geetchi Gotti is locked up. I'm one of the last people to do it. When I went online, I looked, there's like fucking 8-9 blogs out. I just wanted to, I do my own. I didn't watch any. Like, if I watch a blog, I watch it usually after I do mine because I don't want to share the same thoughts. But I'm sure I do, because you're one of the biggest, Geetchi Gotti's one of the biggest names in battle rap. He ain't out here trying to get $1,000 in a hotel for the weekend just to rap. Like, he don't have those problems. He's making big money, or was, but then that goes to say, is battle rap still making big money? It's a very good question, because, but if it's not, I don't feel like it is, because, you know, Chrome is about to be out for a year, or allegedly, and all these other leagues that went down. But the battle rappers are the reason why. When you show up, you half-ass, you give these lame performances, you niggas don't even be barely trying. Nobody wants to invest money anymore. The economy's fucked up. A loaf of bread is like $5, $6 now. So people got to spend money in other places. They're not going to allocate it to battle rap. Then when you think people with the real money, why am I going to invest in battle rap when your top guys are doing this? Your top guys on fucking Fox News, and not with me, the good way. You know what I'm saying? You on NBC, you on Dateline. You niggas is talking about this string of robberies, and it ain't just one. It's like niggas went. And what's funny, when you watch when I seen the footage, the dude in the footage says some telling information. They do this often. That's what the nigga said at the end of the video. They do this often. This ain't like no one hit thing. They do this often. So that's one thing. Secondly, when they pulled dude out the car, they put him on the ground. He said, yo, why y'all arresting me? He said, your name is Anthony Ellison and you've been robbing a bunch of pharmacists. They already knew what they already knew they was on them. The video, you gotta listen to what's being said. The video specifically said when he flew into town, they was on him. Time he got off the plane, one airline, hey man, we got a guy coming through. His name's Anthony, man. Blah, 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 blah. We'll send the information over. He's out of California. We on him. They want to know why you flying from LA to fucking Ohio, especially when you probably got priors. You know why most of these niggas got priors? Because niggas with no felonies ain't gonna throw their life away. They're not gonna volunteer. Niggas not gonna say, yo, let me get my first felony on the road robbing a place and I don't even know the town. Nobody's gonna do that shit. So these niggas got priors. and they go around, and this is what it leads to, you know. But like I said, highly unfortunate for Geetchi Gotti. I have heard this is a no bail situation, but I have heard other numbers as high as 900,000 and X, Y, and Z. But here's the deal. I say that to say this. Geetchi Gotti could bail out, be on his podcast next week, laughing and cracking jokes like, yo, man, niggas, it's a misunderstanding, whoop-de-whoop-de-whoop. I hope it is. You know, I really do hope it is, because when I was talking, you know what I'm saying, I was talking to Chris, I was talking to a couple of Chris Unbiased and a couple other people when the shit first came out, because that's what happened. When the news hits the streets, all the bloggers be talking about it. I would say maybe, you know, he was going out of town and they pulled the car over, niggas had some weed, had some pills, you know what I'm saying? Like, just like user shit, pop a bean, get bite down, you know what I'm saying? Like, other nigga had a little couple pills, some hoes. I'm like, you know, they'll be out in no time. I hear 3,000? 3,000? Oh, yeah. No, yeah, niggas was going federal, man. And like I said, it's only what's being reported. I've seen it on multiple other publications and platforms. So, you know, I figured I'd speak about it. You know what I mean? But like I said, it's highly unfortunate for Geetchi Gotti. It's a sad situation. You know what I'm saying? As someone who I know has children, as someone who I know has businesses, who I know has battles, you got to respect. The word of the day is respect your freedom, B. Niggas got to respect their freedom like they could lose it. Because if not, there's a place for everybody. They got a place for niggas who don't respect their freedom. You know, and like I said, everybody could jump online and they can get mad. You know, they're going to get mad at bloggers. They're going to get mad at people for talking about it, but it's the news. You know, the news don't care. The news don't choose. The news don't choose. You know what I'm saying? One thing I always say, nigga, make the news, but don't make news, but don't make the news. When you make the news, it's a L, my nigga. He shouldn't even be caught up in no shit like this. You know what I'm saying? I'm hearing people trying to piece it together. Well, I heard he know this person out there, and that person be throwing events, and this person be doing that. Man, all of that shit is good, fine, and dandy. But it should not come back to now this nigga gonna be facing damn near federal indictment over this shit. And when you do it with other people, the more people you do it with, the more opportunities for somebody to pull a battle fax on you. So, you know, they showed the body cam footage. Dude got out the car, tried to run on ice and snow. The niggas might as well, I mean, you got to have more wheels than that. These niggas was mad slow. They got out the car and niggas was running 3 miles an hour. They was on your ass. Like, and when it comes to the police and the feds and all that shit, they had it planned. When they pulled you over, they had the next 3 exits on the highway block. They literally did. They probably had the next 3 exits on the highway block. So when you chose to get off, that's why they were sitting right there waiting for you. Right there, bam. Oh shit, we caught. So, you know, but like I said, a nigga in Geetchi Gotti's position, his face alone was worth money. Like, he could do hostings, he can have battles, he has a podcast. There's so many ways to generate revenue, you know what I'm saying? And when you got ways to generate revenue, you definitely shouldn't be getting your name. Because when you battle, if you battle again, hopefully, if we see Geetchi again, this is gonna be the craziest angle. Niggas gonna be angling you forever. Like, this is what you do. And it's highly unfortunate finally that Surf gets out, and now we got Geetchi Gotti facing this. Like I said, I hope the situation works itself out and he's back on his podcast laughing and joking next week, and shit goes on. But I'm gonna be honest with you, this looks very, very, very serious. From the outside looking in, this looks like some shit you don't want to be caught up in, and this looks like something they're gonna try to hold you for, you know, especially in Ohio. You look at Cameron. I used to get it in Ohio, Dayton, Youngstown, Cleveland, Cincinnati. Listen, you fuck around out there if you want, you're gonna find out. Them towns, them places, they like to hide niggas out there. You know what I mean? But I'm not wishing the worst on anybody. Like I said, it's a totally unfortunate situation, and I hope that you know, Geetchi Gotti figures it out, and I hope all these battle rappers figure it out. You know what I mean? Because like I said, as a blogger, I don't live in like y'all's shoes. You know what I'm saying? I don't know what it's like to be a battle rapper, but I know what it's like to have a level of notoriety. Like when you go places, anywhere I go, if there's niggas there, they're gonna know who you are. Like, that's just the way it goes. You know what I'm saying? I go to fucking high school, I go to college, I go to visit even I go to my daughter's school, I go places, I go to the mall, nigga, you gonna run into niggas and they go, Father, what the hell you doing here? I be running motherfuckers all the time. Man, shit, I'm a human like you, nigga. I go to car wash like you. Shit, I go to Chipotle like you. You know what I'm saying? So when you got to face a brand that's known and people know who you are, you can use that face and brand to make money. Geetchi knows how. I've spoken to him before. He was on Fox with me and SP. He knows this already. And another thing he knows is you can't be out here risking your freedom, because if you don't respect your freedom, you can lose it. And like I said, I hope this is a scenario that works itself out. But when they got body cam footage and a lot of evidence, and you in the car with 3 goons and 3,000 pills, it's like, fuck you want me to say? I'm not jumping in academics' comments mad at him because people is talking about it. You know, we all know that once you put yourself in the public light, whatever comes with that comes with that. If you get arrested, if you get in trouble, or whatever the case may be, niggas gonna be on your ass. But other than that, shout out to every single one of y'all, man. Geetchi Gotti arrested in Ohio, allegedly held without bond for drug possession. Right now it's called drug possession. They haven't tied specific instances and robbery charges to it, but the way the feds kind of work is they use like a lot of blanket stuff where they'll just grab you for one thing and then they'll have other pending charges that can be built off of it. It's called a superseding indictment. So they'll get an indictment, then they'll have the superseding indictment will come in. The grand jury will, they'll say, okay, we see enough for this to go to trial. We see enough for this to see us, and they get all the information and they go as such. With these guys, if you got somebody that was being watched already, they already have probable cause. They have you flying into the area. They have you going to the places that I've said earlier, ticket counters, parking lots, rental car centers, being picked up. Oh shit, somebody picked him up at the airport. Who picked him up? Let's follow them. Now you're an associate to him because we're on him. So now they pick you up. Y'all go pick some other people up. Yo, we gonna go hit this lick. We seen this pharmacy that closed at 7:30. They go over there, they rob the shit. Feds let you do it. They not even going to pull you over or do nothing the first. They let you do it. Go ahead, have fun. They let you rob a couple. Then once they got enough evidence on you, boom, they going in, they gonna get you. So like I said, highly unfortunate situation. It is what it is. Your man Dwflame, take my mind, say hi. If you like the handle, subscribe to the channel, and I'll be back with my man SP real soon. Free Geetchi Gotti, man. You know what I'm saying? Real shit. But y'all niggas gotta stay out of trouble for real. Gang, 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 and bang. You know what the fuck going on? Get out.
We got Polo in the listeners, man. Don't say too much.
Hello world, we live, we back, we directly in the building. First and foremost, tap them like, comment, subscribe. Oh man, free Geetchi Gotti. Geetchi Gotti was arrested over the weekend in Ohio. Now, Geetchi Gotti was arrested with allegedly 816 oxycodone pills, 150 tablets of 60 milligram morphine, 1,083 tablets of Vicodin, and 700 tablets of Percocet. He was then late. He was charged. He was locked up. He's now in custody. Possessions of drugs, failure to comply with an order, signal to PO, and the body cam footage has actually dropped. Now, in this body cam footage I'm about to play, you could see Geetchi Gotti they attempted to get away from the cop and the cops caught up to them. And matter of fact, check out this clip. I'll be right back.
Polo World back again with another exclusive.
It hit sticks. Get down on the ground right now! Get down on the ground! I want to see you. Get your hands in the air. Do not reach for anything. You hear me? Get down on your face. Put your hands behind your back. Put both of your hands behind your back. Hands up, I can see it. Get my hands up high. Hands up high. Turn all the way around. Turn all the way around. Turn around. Turn around. We're going to be good if you listen to us. Walk backwards towards me. Walk backwards towards me. Keep coming. Keep coming. Got your hand. Stop. Stop right there. Stop right there. Get down on your knees. Put your hands over your head. Put your hands behind your head. Interlock your fingers. Get down on the ground right now. Get down on the ground. I want you. Get your hands in the air. Do not reach for anything. You hear me? Get down on your face. Put your hands behind your back. Put both your hands behind your back.
As you can see, the cops, you know, they caught up to Geetchi, told him to get on the ground. This is a very serious matter. This is not a simple possession case. The quantities involved automatically move this into a high-level felony territory. We talking about thousands of pills, including oxy, morphine, Percocets. All of these are Schedule II controlled substances, which mean they're considered highly addictive with a high potential for abuse. At this scale, law enforcement does not look at it as personal use. By law, intent to distribute can be inferred strictly from quantity alone, even if no money, Texas, or scales are found. You know, best case scenario for these type of no prior felony drug record, no weapons involved, no clear evidence of selling, strong legal defense, early charges stay at state level, not federal. In this situation, prosecutors may agree to reduce numbers, consolidate counts instead of stacking them. But even then, the outcome is still likely felony level convictions. Mandatory prison time could be about 3 to 5 years sentence, 2 to 5 to 4 years actually served, followed by parole. But in this situation, man, if the charges go to a felony 1 level, which is the highest felony classification in Ohio, short of capital crimes, most likely outcome multiple felony convictions, mandatory prison time, 7 to 10, 12 years. This is like statistically most common for cases involving these amount. Worst case, if this escalates, federal involvement, DA adoption, evidence of organized distribution crosses state lines, weapons of large cash, prior felony convictions. Once it becomes federal, sentences gets much harsher and judges have far less flexibility. Worst case, 15 to 30. So we definitely got to keep Geetchi in our prayers. For those of you that don't know that might be watching this, Geetchi Gotti is a legendary LA battle rapper. Had some of the biggest moments in battle rap. Had Drake bring him out, scream his hood out, battle, murder, mook, names go on. He has a dope podcast, millions and millions of views on YouTube, known around the world. So this is definitely a tough situation, man. I'm hoping Geetchi get through this. This body cam footage is crazy. They definitely tried to do the dash. Them cops, man, they wasn't playing. Them cops was ready to shoot. Like they look like they was praying for something to happen. So definitely got to keep Geetchi Gotti in your prayers. How y'all feeling about this, man? How does this affect battle rap going forward? You know, Surf is supposed to come home next week, and now we lost another one of our legends to the system. How y'all feeling about this in the comments? How y'all feeling about all of this? Again, Geetchi Gotti body cam footage has dropped, and the video now this took place in Westchester, Ohio. Man, I ain't gonna lie, man. This been a crazy year. Like there's been a lot going on, and we only in February. Like, could you imagine the rest of this year? But let me know how y'all feeling in the comments about this. Geetchi Gotti body cam footage is dropped.
Get down on the ground right now! Get down on the ground! I want you. Get your hands in the air. Do not reach for anything. You hear me? Get down on your face. Put your hands behind your back. Put both of your hands behind your back. Take my hands up high. Hands up high. Turn all the way around. Turn all the way around. Turn around. Turn around. We're going to be good if you listen to us. Walk backwards towards me. Walk backwards towards me. Keep coming. Keep coming. Stop. Stop right there. Stop right there. Get down on your knees. Put your hands over your head. Put your hands behind your head. Interlock your fingers.
Free Geetchi. Geetchi is currently in jail. He's currently locked up. So definitely I'll keep y'all updated as more news come out and hoping he could get through this. Let me know how y'all feeling in the comments about this. Polo World. Wait.
We got Polo in the listeners, man. Don't say too much.
I dare you to let me build you a completely free e-commerce store preloaded with 20 handpicked products that are trending all over the world, basically validated by AI from a trending product database from one of the top vendors on the planet. And the reason that we can do this completely free for you is because, well, Shopify is paying me to do it. You've probably seen me before because for the last year, Shopify has loved the AI paired software that we built so much that they've been paying me to build people just like you, complete beginners, a completely free.
Yo, what up, man? Chris, somebody checking in, man, back with the blog, man. Make sure that like button and subscribe button, Wayne. I appreciate all the support. Salute, man. Your boy is in Phoenix, Arizona. It's like 1 o'clock in the morning, man. 1 o'clock in the morning, I figured, let me shoot this blog real quick because by the time y'all wake up on the East Coast and by the time I wake up to try to shoot this blog, it'll be like 10 a.m., 11 a.m. over there. You know what I'm saying? So I wanted to shoot this blog before I actually lay it down for the night. And if it's a night blog, then you know that it is some drama or some breaking news or something going on that needs to be talked about right now or in a timely fashion. Before I get into that, I know there's been a lot of talk about Averb, Mickey Facts, Danger Zone, the whole nine. A lot of stuff about the ghostwriting and everything. Verb has been trying to put a spin on a lot of stuff. He, said him, Danger Zone, and KD, they share ideas or whatever, just threw KD's name into it, which was kind of crazy. What else he say? He actually tried to say he gives some money to Danger Zone every now and then when Danger Zone needs some quote unquote help. He said that and basically challenged Mickey to put the proof out. So with that being said, expect something in the next 24 to 36 hours. You know what I'm saying? Expect something in the next 24 and 36 hours. And I can just tell you right now, it's going to be damaging. It's going to be damaging and disappointing from someone of Averb's status in this culture, obviously a Mount Rushmore candidate. And, just someone that he's very contradictory in a lot of things that he says. And come to find out, he's no different than some of the people that he's actually talked about. So be on the lookout for that. You should be getting that really, really soon. I actually spoke to Mickey and yeah, it's coming. It's definitely coming. So I just want to leave it at that, but be on the lookout for that. Now, as far as this, you see the title, Geetchi Gotti's name. He was arrested, probably a couple days ago or whatever. I actually thought at the time that it would be very, very minor. I was like, oh, he got a couple possession charges. It'd be nothing too crazy. Should be able to bond out and get out. Then I looked and I saw that he had like a bond that was like $900,000. And I was like, whoa, like what's going on? You know what I'm saying? This is kind of crazy. So now we have another update. Now I don't go find information. I'm not the digger. I'm not the person that's going to go to www.gov and go look up stuff. I'm not printing out stuff, moving around. But once it becomes public, I will talk about it. And Geetchi Gotti's case is now on Twitter. So I'm going to let y'all know what's going on because it's already making its rounds on Twitter and getting hella views. So this ain't nothing that's like really a secret at this point. But for those of y'all that's living on the rock or just not on Twitter, don't know what's going on, this is what's going on.
traffic stop and a getaway that didn't quite get away, and thousands of opioid pills recovered.
So 4 men from California are now charged here in Butler County, and tonight newly released body camera video shows how quickly police caught up with them. Our WLWT News 5's Karen Johnson live in Westchester with a story you'll see only here on WLWT. Hi, Karen.
Well, good evening again, Cherie. Yes, among those arrested and now charged with drug possession, a California-based rapper known as Geetchi Gotti. His real name is Marcus Fandroy, and police say he was driving down I-75 last week in Westchester when police made this stop.
The initial traffic stop on I-75 in Westchester was short-lived. The suspects weren't getting far. One exit south near the streets of Westchester. 4 men bailed.
Get down on the ground right now! Get down on the ground!
But police caught up.
I will shoot you! Get your hands in the air!
Westchester police arrested 4 men from California.
Why are you arresting? Because your name's Anthony Ellison, you're breaking into pharmacies all over the place.
And searched the rental car they were in.
We searched it thoroughly. There was a large amount of pharmaceuticals in the car that looked like they came just straight from the pharmacy.
Nearly 3,000 pain pills seized, including oxycodone, morphine, and Vicodin. Drugs that investigators say were stolen.
The drugs that were found were from a pharmacy called the Medicine Shop in Bellevue, Ohio. We believe that cash was found as well that was taken from a pharmacy in Perrysburg, Ohio.
Detectives say they had their eyes on the men since one of them landed at CVG last week. Tyrus crew Anthony Ellison, Laquan Miller, and Marcus Fandroy, also known as rapper Geetchi Gotti, all now face drug possession charges.
We're looking at over $10,000 to $15,000 worth of pharmaceutical drugs, at least. That's what it is to the pharmacy. That's not what it's worth in the street. So we're talking lots and lots and lots of bills.
Detective Kevin Berger said in court today, these men, quote, do this quite often.
And tonight, WLWT Investigates is still digging into who these people are, if they are possibly facing charges elsewhere. Also, I should note, here in Butler County, Judge Courtney Caparella-Kramer found there was enough evidence to bind this case over to a grand jury.
In a landmark move toward accountability and justice, a former Riverside County Probation Corrections officer who worked at Riverside Juvenile Hall in California has been arrested on suspicion of engaging in sexual contact with a juvenile detainee. Recent legal developments have brought renewed attention to abuse allegations at Riverside Juvenile Hall. Multiple civil claims have since been filed, alleging sexual abuse by staff members and institutional failures to protect youth held at the facility. These actions have drawn public scrutiny to the treatment of minors in county-run detention centers. As a result of these developments, survivors of the alleged abuse may now have the option to check if they may qualify to file a compensation claim. While criminal investigations seek accountability, separate civil actions may seek financial compensation to help survivors address long-term impacts, such as medical care, counseling, and trauma recovery. If you or a loved one were detained at Riverside Juvenile Hall and experienced sexual abuse by an officer or staff member, you may now be able to confidentially report your experience and learn more about your legal options. Complete a confidential incident report to see if you may qualify to file a compensation claim, regardless of when the abuse occurred.
If you were sexually abused while in a juvenile detention facility, you may be entitled to $580,000 or more in compensation. Billions of dollars have already been paid to survivors in similar abuse cases involving negligent institutions. You can file your claim anonymously in many states. No public exposure. Signing up is free and completely confidential. Click below to find out if you qualify, because you deserve justice and you deserve to heal.
All right, that's what it is. Very disappointing, man. I actually don't really know Geetchi. I never met him before, but he's actually one of the more cooler guys in battle rap. So, you know, sometimes these things happen and just like, damn, why Geetchi? You know what I'm saying? From what I understand from talking to someone earlier, he's been arrested for something similar to this in the past. So he has a history, I guess, of this. You know, we always going to throw the word allegedly on everything we talk about today, but I'm just going to talk freely. And he's the driver. So he basically looks like he got pulled over and then just took off. So that's always going to hurt your bond, because now you're aiding in a bit, you know, now you're fleeing from a officer or whatever. So that's always going to hurt your bond, and that could raise it or even get your bond denied. You heard a guy in the video say y'all been stealing from pharmacies. He talked about pills as well as money. So, you know, this like a robbery and all this kind of stuff. So it looks like this case probably will be turned over to the feds, you know, from what I'm hearing, and probably gonna maybe even end up in some type of trafficking case, which is not good. It's definitely not good. I kind of don't even really know what to say, bro, to keep it real with you. I was so shocked when I saw this. I was just like, damn, you know, you go out to California, that's a rental car that they're in. You go out to California and then they're making it, you know, basically he said that they was following somebody from the airport. So it's almost seemed like somebody from the airport, he didn't really say Geetchi Gotti, but it could have been someone else in the crew. They were being tracked from the airport. So they was already telling somebody. And if you're telling somebody in their whereabouts, then it's probably from something previous that happened. And they're making it sound like they just robbing pharmacies and even at other places, allegedly. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know how this is gonna pan out, but this is not good, bro. This is really not good. I hate to be the bearer of bad news, but this is unbiased review, bro. We always gonna keep it real over here. And you know, Geetchi Gotti battling's career in the near future is definitely put on hold, and probably going to be put on hold for a while, because Butler County, I don't know, a lot of y'all know about Butler County, but I got a friend who lives in Dayton, Ohio. That's not too far from Butler County. But at the same time, he kind of deals with a lot of youth, kind of like working on the youth and trying to get them to do, you know, get into colleges and do better things. He also tied into a little bit of the political background there. So he knows some judges and everything. And he was telling me Butler County is very, very racist, bro. You know, just very, very racist. And it's just not, just kind of a no nonsense kind of county. One of them counties you go to and you be like, yo, we need to be on our P's and Q's out here. And it's one of those kind of counties. And, you know, they got mandatory guidelines, mandatory sentencing, and all kind of stuff, you know, in Butler County and in that state and everything, and that they are always trying to enforce stuff. That's what he was telling me, that's like one of the worst counties to kind of be in, and that's where Geetchi is. He said he wasn't really sure if Geetchi's bond was actually $900,000. He said it could potentially be like $200,000 maybe, but that's still a lot, bro. That's still a lot. You need like 20 racks to get out. I mean, is it 20 racks? Yeah, you need like 20 racks to get. It's still a lot. It's still a lot. 900,000, you need 90 racks. So I don't know. I feel bad, man, because I don't know, bro. Like, Geetchi just seemed cool. You know what I'm saying? Like, you got a podcast that's popping. He gives us some great commentary, some funny moments. He got battles that's popping. We were looking forward to maybe him and Rex locking horns. I think URL was trying to set that up from a volume, and now it seemed like from somebody I know that spoke to Beasley, they just like, yo, we don't really know when we're going to see Geetchi again, bro. We don't really know when we're going to see Geetchi again. And it's just like he was someone that actually I felt like contributed to battle rap. And just when we start to get Surf back, it's like now we could potentially lose Geetchi, you know, for a while or whatever. Hard for me to think, if I'm just being honest, that if it looks like it's headed to a Fed case. Somebody was telling me that even if he posts bond, he got a Fed hold. That's what I was. I had someone that was actually trying to give me a little update in the last hour. You know what I'm saying, or last couple hours, trying to give me like a little update on a situation by trying to talk to a lawyer that can, you know, they can look into these little databases that we can't see. But yeah, he was saying that it looked like he got a fed hole. I don't want to say too much, I don't want to be inaccurate, but if that's the case, then he's like, how do you beat this, bro? You know, how do you beat this? And it's bad, bro. It's bad. If I'm just talking frank, I think Geetchi gonna do some time, bro. I think he's gonna do some time. Talking to people just around the culture a little bit in the last couple hours, and just talking to a lawyer friend was just like, man, Geetchi could really do some time. Time that can take him away from battle rap for a long time, bro. A long time. Anywhere from like the time that Surf kind of just did to even further up to like double digits. So, and then he's in Ohio. I think if he was to actually ever get convicted of something or take a plea deal, would he have to serve in Ohio too? And that's a long way from California, bro. Like it's one thing to get locked up in general. It's another thing to get locked up in the Midwest, and you from the West Coast, and your people can't even really get to you quickly and everything. It's just a nightmare, man. It's kind of disappointing that Geetchi would even put himself in that position. I don't like to judge too much with people with cases, because I felt the same way about my case. Like, how the fuck did I get in this position to even get to a situation where a female could even say this about me? You know what I'm saying? Like, how did I even get into this position to where someone could even lie on me like this? So, you know, I'm pretty sure people had the same questions when I got locked up. You know what I'm saying? I wasn't out to hear what the rumblings was and the culture, but I'm pretty sure people was like, how could Chris put himself in a position, or how could Chris do this? Or I could sit on this all day long and say, how could Geetchi do this? But you just kind of think someone of his status, he has a lot of opportunities. He obviously, I think he's married probably still, or I don't know if he's still married, but got a family. You know what I'm saying? I don't know if he got kids or whatever, but got a family. Like I said, he had the podcast that was doing well, the clothing line, no studioing. He got obviously battles. So it kind of seemed like he's one of the battle rappers that if you want to get some money, really can get some money. You know what I'm saying? You one of the higher paid battle rappers. Like, getting a bag for you is really nothing. You know what I'm saying? So what y'all think, man? What y'all think? This is kind of disappointing news. I literally just spoke about this in a blog a couple of days ago, and I was looking at the 4 counts of possessions. I was just like, possession? This ain't nothing. You know what I'm saying? Probably had some Molly, probably had some weed or something. Probably had some ecstasy pills. I'm like, he'll get out. He'll make a bond and get out. Nah. I looked up then, I was like, 900,000 on a bond is crazy. So I don't know, man. I don't know. I just wish him the best. You know what I'm saying? I always don't want to see nobody behind no bars. This was definitely a foolish decision, bro. It's definitely a foolish decision. And it seems like in this world, like, all your movements are tracked. All your movements are tracked for the most part, especially when you're dealing with businesses. This camera can catch you, and this camera can catch you, and this thing can read your license plate, and this thing can read your license plate. Then you go to Ohio, and a Fed case with this kind of like administration running the presidency, this kind of administration, and the way they are being with minorities and this ICE shit, it's never a good time to catch a Fed case, but this administration definitely ain't a good time. And Ohio, Ohio is another. It's just one of them states, man. That this ain't one of them states that favors people of color. Let me just say that. I ride around a lot. In some states you just try to, I ain't gonna say stay away from, but you're leery of them Indianas and these Mississippis and some of the wrong states that you feel like, damn, I got pulled over here. You just know it's about to be some BS. But wish them the best. Y'all let me know y'all thoughts. Chris Unbiased. Holla at your boy.
And watched them.
So they can rack up the years.
Yeah, best believe when the paperwork come out, one of them niggas ain't right.
Or they could have been doing it here, and here told.
Nigga, motherfucker told. Here's somebody. This is why I keep telling niggas, anything that involve a bunch of motherfuckers, it ain't gonna work long. Somebody gonna get caught up. Somebody gonna tell. Somebody gonna pillow talk. Listen, people in the streets are some of the dumbest people that ever came through a woman's vaginal canal, bro. They're naturally idiots. They dropped out of school. They lack common sense. Half of them, when you think about the strength and power of a gang, all that equates to is how many able bodies you can get to do dumb shit.
Together.
That's all it equates to. Now, when you getting these people to do dumb shit who don't got a brain to think about what they doing before they do it, what you think happens when they get under that light? I thought I saw a putty cat. I did see a putty cat.
Right.
I did. This what happens. Like, that's why these people don't realize when I be hearing certain shit like, yeah, real members and we this and we that, and I sit here and I look at them like, bro, that ain't no compliment. You just let me know you a dummy. Like they do, and they just do. I just watched a video this morning. A nigga get rushed. All right, you got rushed. Then you ended and said, lucky I couldn't get back to my blower in the car.
Hey, I seen that shit too. I'm like, why would he say that shit?
So now I'm like, well, first of all, now you killing off the get back. And then if you do get back, you didn't let the investigators know there's other shit. See, this is what I'm trying to tell you, bro. You get what I'm saying? It's like, it's like, so when you get together with these group of people, I mean, I'm sorry, bro. I can't. I ain't got the patience to be around a bunch of idiots, bro. Anybody know me? Man, if you don't get this nigga the fuck away from me, I don't got the patience for it, bro. This is why I tell people, I be looking at it, I be like, hey, the majority vote for the idiots will always supersede me. Because what y'all think should happen and how you say it should go is going to be the total opposite on what I think should happen and how I say it should go. Total opposite. Why? Because you're an idiot and you're thinking and you're making decisions as an idiot. I'm not even trying to get you to even consider or understand nothing I'm saying. You're not. You gotta have the keys to 50 other doors to even comprehend this language.
That's a whole
straight up.
Yeah.
And then I was telling AK earlier, he was like, yeah, but the Geetchi nigga is like one of the top battle rappers. I said, well, if he was so top, the nigga wouldn't be out here pushing fucking pills. Listen, all this told me is he's a broke nigga that made stupid decisions.
No. What does that let you know? I'm gonna see if you're gonna keep it real. What does that let you know? That lets you know AK for other people. That's it. Keep it real.
Nah, Wax, she didn't know who he was, so I told her who he was.
Yeah, but beyond that, in the conversation, when you said, why is he doing this if he's one of the top battle rappers? I said, a top rapper ain't finna be out here doing this shit.
Because he feeds into the bullshit. He's a believer. That's why. He's a believer.
Nah, like I said, the nigga was dumb. I said, that's stupid. I said, if you get
but you gotta know, but clearly he ain't getting the money you think.
Listen, bro, I done said this a million times. What money a battle rapper make?
No, I understand. That's what I said. He fucked his career off. If he had
What career?
Keita, you don't know the man, Keita.
Keita, they believe.
If he had a career, he would not be doing this shit. And then what did I say after that, y'all? I said, do you see Blueface pushing weight to Ohio? Do you see Game doing this shit? Jeezy? No, nigga, because they have a career. A nigga with no career don't do this.
These niggas seem to think, even in these days, that if you on a camera, that means something. These niggas, they really do shit. Like, I didn't tell niggas a million times. Show me where a battle rapper got streams of revenue just flowing in. Where?
Because most battle rappers can't convert that battle rap to an actual record, to a hit. They
can't.
That's
Shit
a
don't.
fact. Nah, Keita, I agree with you. When you just said you ain't know who
No,
he
you
was,
don't,
I'm like,
you
yeah. I
said,
do.
why is he doing this? As if.
Nah, but what I'm saying is it don't make sense. That's what I was saying.
What don't
Wack,
make
like, it don't
sense? Battle rapper don't make no money. What you mean?
I would assume they did, Wack. I was just
no,
assuming
nigga, they in a
made money.
fucking warehouse rapping.
Slow down. Where you making money at?
No, Wack, listen what I'm saying. I assume that they making money.
Where you making money at?
Okay, when they did the Drake joint, him and
what?
They did some type of event. Drake was there. Drake lined him up with another battle rapper. Him and the other dude, Rum Nitty. I think it was like $150K or something like that. They split the money or something. I don't know.
Okay.
That's what I said I assume. That's what I said I assume.
So if they split 70, they walked away with when was this?
This was a couple years back when they had like the
how long
stream
does
shit.
75? See, he telling on himself, y'all. How long does 75,000 last?
No, Wack, no, you're not listening to me, big homie. What I'm saying is, right?
Let me give you something. 11,000, 137,000, 173,000, 215,000, 58,000, 112,000, 20,000, 30,000, 58,000, and 10 less than 1,000, followed by 4,908 monthly listeners. That is Geetchi Gotti's whole top 10 Spotify, which means the talk ain't converting to the number.
That nigga making $12.
I hear you, big homie.
So let's do the math. 130, 1, 2, 3, 315, 4, 5, 530, 580, 680, 700, 750, 800. He ain't even got 1 million streams. That ain't even $4,500. He ain't even got 1 million streams in his top 10. But you will sit there and say, he's the top. He's the top what?
Play solo, after work, at your own pace. No stress. World of Warships is naval combat without pressure. You command legendary warships and battle AI-controlled enemies. No rankings, no toxicity. Just you, your ship, and the calm of the open sea. World of Warships, a game made for adults.
Spectrum Mobile does help us keep connected as a family.
It provides us with reliability and allows us to do what we need to do in our life.
Switch and save with one mobile line included with your internet service.
Hey, Wack, you right. I can't go. The numbers don't lie.
You niggas be believing this facade of shit, bro. Top what?
All right, Keita, you know Surf, right? Surf's last 3 battles, I think he made 40 plus a battle.
Yeah, but you gotta think about the shit that Surf does outside of battle.
No, I hear you.
Surf last 3 battles, he made 40 plus a battle. He just did what, 3-4 years? Let me ask you something, bro. See, Keita, you gotta pay attention what a nigga telling you. See, if a nigga tell me 40,000 a battle, right, I'm gonna hear that a certain way because I understand what that is and what that ain't because I've held that, right? And I know how fast it leaves, right? You gotta understand who you talking to.
Yeah, I understand.
AK is letting you know when he hear 40,000 a battle, in his head, nigga, you set. That's just like me. That's just like me. I remember when I told myself, nigga, I touched my first $1 million, I ain't gotta work again. I hear $1 million now, that shit like
100,000.
Nah, Wack, you right.
That's real.
Wack, I keep it real. I never touched 40,000 before. I've never touched 40,000.
That lets you know what you did. So
I understand.
Again, here goes the mentality of what you dealing with. Just mental what you're dealing with. There you go. And this is how people are able to influence people, and then they end up in the cross and the twist, and then this person they influence, when they get under the light, right, they go back to who they really are. It wasn't me, officer, I swear. I have a child. I have a wife. I have a job. But that influence for that split second made them not talk about none of that. But now we are part of this light, and then guess what they say? I did it for my family. This is why I keep telling y'all it's over with. It's done. Over with.
And you can't compare a Surf to a Gullah, Geetchi, Gotti, whatever the fame is, because Surf be having shit going on outside of battle rap that brings him in. It ain't just from battle rap either.
Hey, I know.
But if you making 40,000 a battle or 20,000 battles, and your ass living in LA, that shit ain't going. That shit is that's $2.
Ask them how often they battle. Watch this one.
Yeah, tell me, because I don't know.
How often they battle? How many times a year they battle?
It varies, right?
Oh yeah, somebody said twice a year.
One or
That's
two
what
battles
I'm
a
trying
year.
to tell you. That's what I'm trying to
So
tell
that means these niggas still need to go get a goddamn job.
you. Motherfucking right.
Nah, they right. What I was trying to
Niggas
say
need to
is
be
you get
right. They
booked a lot,
battle
that's
raps
all.
on their lunch break.
And you know the crazy part? Most of them do got jobs. I mean,
Had lunch break. It's crazy. But it's real.
Clubhouse TV. Clubhouse TV. Clubhouse TV.
What's going down, YouTube? Clubhouse TV. Back with another one. Appreciate y'all for checking back in and checking out the content. Now, this one caught a lot of people off guard after Wack is reacting after reports started circulating that battle rap heavyweight Geetchi Gotti has been arrested in my hometown and being held in Ohio, facing multiple drug possession charges. And as expected, once Wack jumped in, the conversation went left, right, and everywhere in between. Now, first things first, this is all alleged and details are still unfolding, but the reaction alone has the culture buzzing because Geetchi Gotti isn't just any name. He's one of the most respected battle rappers of this era, a face of URL, a dude who turned authenticity into a brand and really changed how street credibility translates into battle rap success. So when Wack starts reacting to something like this, you already know people immediately want to know, is he being factual? Is he being messy? Or is he warning people? Now, Wack's angle wasn't just shock. It was more like, this is exactly why you have to move smarter once the spotlight is on you. He basically doubled down on something he said 1,000 times. Once you're a public figure, especially with a street background, the margin for error disappears. Once you're a public figure, especially with a street background, the margin for error disappears. And that's where the conversation gets uncomfortable. Because on one hand, fans are saying, why kick someone when they're down? On the other hand, Wack supporters are saying he's not hating. He's just pointing out the reality that law enforcement doesn't forget who you were just because you're successful now. And if you're going to do crime, do it by yourself. Because when you got other people with you, somebody's going to tell. And it seems like someone told before they even got started. Because as you heard in the audio, they already knew what they were doing before they even searched their car. Now, another layer here is Ohio. Wack made it clear that traveling through certain states, especially with prior reputation, comes with extra risk. He's saying the game changes depending on where you are, and if you're not adjusting, you're gambling with your freedom. Now, what makes this hit harder is that Geetchi has always represented discipline, structure, and evolution. So fans are confused at the moment. Some are saying the charges don't match the image he's put out. Others are saying this proves that no matter how polished you get, your past can still circle back and haunt you. Wack also touched on something bigger than Geetchi. The entertainment industry doesn't protect you. Battle rap doesn't come with the same buffers that major label rap does. No PR crisis teams, no legal shields. When something happens, you're on your own. Now, at the end of the day, the situation is still developing. Geetchi deserves due process, and until everything is confirmed, it's all alleged. But the conversation Wack sparked is real about growth, accountability, travel, and how fast everything you built can be put at risk. This isn't about celebrating anyone's downfall. It's about understanding how fragile success really is. Y'all let me know what y'all think about the content in the comments. Is Wack being real or reckless? And does the culture do enough to protect his own? Don't forget to like, share, comment, and subscribe. Hit that notification bell so you're always notified when I drop new content. Subscribe to the media team so you get that exclusive Wack 100 content. Any questions, suggestions, need me to advertise for you on my channel? With over 47,000 subscribers, just get at me on IG and I'll get right back to you. As always, I certainly appreciate y'all for checking out Clubhouse TV, and you already know I'm off to the next one. I'm out, y'all. Peace.
If you record your name and reason for
Damn, who got a block up like that?
DW.
New iPhone.
Yeah, I need the correct shit put out.
What's the correction?
Correct is I went to the stove, right?
Oh, that was a studio. Okay.
While I go in there, they see me. I guess they see me, or I don't see them. And then when I'm coming out, it's for in front of the door. I'm like, hey, how y'all doing, bro? And they like, ain't you the nigga who? I don't even want to tell you, Adam.
Oh, we are live for the record.
I don't want to even tell you, cuz. Okay, yeah.
That's what I'm saying.
Because this shit gonna spread like wildfire. If I wanted to, I would have already started. But yeah, so once I walked out the store, they didn't move out the way. So they asked me if I'm the one nigga. Of course I am. But so the closest to me, I feel like he gonna fire on me first. So I fire on him first, and he touched the ground. Once he touched the ground, they from the opposite side.
Okay.
But yeah. Once he touched the ground, boom. The other three dudes that's with him, they fall back because they see that's their main one. So once they see him go down, they're like, oh. But then one of the little dudes start clutching.
Oh.
Okay, cool. So my eyes on him, cool. So while I'm fighting, they big on me. Boom. He not hitting me, but I end up feeling my face burning a little bit. I'm like, what is that? Cool. Yeah, he like, yeah, like he did something. I'm like, what? Cool. But I look in his hand, it looked like a lighter. But it's the old school pocket knife. You remember the one that flip out like
butterfly? Yeah.
Yeah. So okay, I see that in my head. I'm like, you gotta really penetrate skin for that to do something. Cool. Okay, so his legs already still noodles because I banged him and he didn't know I was gonna hit him out of nowhere. Cool. So every time I hit him, he's falling, whatever. But I see the dude clutching, the little dude clutching. So I step back under the camera in the store. So because if they gonna do it, I want the homies to be able to see who did it under the camera. You feel me?
Uh-huh.
Cool. Whatever. So, but as I'm fighting him again, I feel another slice on my other side. I'm like, okay. So I flinch at him one more time. When I flinch at him, I go to block the next one, and he kind of cut my arm open. Cool. But the whole time, he's still like stumbling. I got him all in the chips, all in the Doritos and the Cheetos and like that. Whatever. So the store dude come out, spray, pepper spray, whatever. They end up running, whatever. But they got one of the little dudes that they was with, got footage. They was recording. And since I seen them recording, I made sure I did extras.
Oh, word. So you think they're gonna drop that footage?
That shit happened at 5:30. That shit would have been out. And that big homie got dropped at least 3 times.
Damn. Yeah, when you see the camera, you're supposed to go up.
Show me. So I mean, if they want to put it out, that's on them. I ain't really got no moments where I wasn't superior, and it's a DP for that. All his little homies that was right there because they ain't run up.
Damn, yo, the chat thinks that it was about the thing that you said on the podcast that one time.
Man, I don't know what the chat think it's about, but I know they didn't think that I was gonna perform like that. That's why they had the camera out.
Damn, bro. I mean, I'm glad you're all right because that one cut on your hand looked deep as hell.
Bro, it just so happened I left that in the car because I was in a good area. I just was going in there real quick.
You was by yourself, Flame?
You said what?
You was by yourself?
Yeah.
Damn.
Facts. But shit, I'm blessed. It's a good day. I mean, if they want to drop it, tell them niggas to drop it. Crib Street, nigga. I'm saying Crib. Go ahead, make my views go up.
Yeah, you're going to go stupid viral if they put that shit out, so it's a gift and a curse, I guess.
I've been waiting on it. This ain't nothing that I don't want to see.
Damn, that's crazy. I'm glad you're all right, though. That could have gone another way.
For real.
Right. It could have went another way for them, too. God protected them because I could have had it on me.
No, yeah, like in that video you said like that, you know, you were grateful to God that you ain't have the blower, that it was in Whippy.
Because either way, I would have had to deal with a case.
Right.
So, but yeah, it's a good day though, chat. Crib Street. One thing about DW, you never not gonna see me show up. And I don't know what be thinking from the last little shit. Whatever y'all see on Moneybag Rose, I've been in the gym ever since then, boxing gym ever since then. Any of y'all stupid enough to go to bed, you niggas want to act hard, you niggas gonna go to sleep. Dead homies.
Nah, I watched that fight a couple weeks ago. And yeah, are you planning on returning to the boxing thing?
No, I ain't no boxer. I'm a crip. They brought up money. You bring up money, I'll get up in there with Mike Tyson.
We were talking about how you like. We feel like of all the LA rappers, you'd actually be like one of the more formidable ones in a boxing scenario.
Hey, didn't I see y'all talking about LA rappers who go crazy and when they hit the county jail? I'm one of the main niggas. When I go in there, everybody knows for sure. Yeah,
I believe it.
I ain't taking it from C-Mac, nigga, but I'm and C-Mac more of a character, but I'm one of the niggas that's gonna take serious because just fighting and all that. You know, I want to say
Damn. Nah, for sure. Well, I'm glad you're all right, bro.
Yeah, stay up. Hey, peace and blessings, cuz everybody. It's a good day today, cuz.
Much love, bro.
All right, much love. Dwflame, legend. Appreciate you, dog.
I still remember like one time I was like 8 shrooms and no jumper, and like it was when Compa Raider and I had our shows right after the first episode, and I walked out and DW was there, and the shrooms like hit me at that exact moment, and DW looked like 7'5". He was so funny. I couldn't even like fathom like what an enormous human being he was in comparison to me. The shrooms were like really just accentuating that.
Man, that's real. I don't understand why I have 6 Dwflame numbers in my phone now. I've had like 2 numbers like my whole life.
I used to change my number a lot like that.
Yeah?
Me, I used to change myself.
You were trying to outpace the women in your life?
Nah, not really. He had some drama though. I kept changing my number.
Damn, all right.
Shit like that.
So, Spotify, I noticed you're a little quiet right there. You still got some animosity towards DW, some unfinished biz?
I talked to him and his brother. I ain't got no problem with him at all, man. I wish him a speedy recovery, man. Shout out to Dwflame, this whole camp and them dudes over there. Once he said it's on footage and all that's open, I'm cool. I don't even want to talk about that.
Oh, no. He said him defending himself and them not looking too well.
Their
performance.
I just don't have no comment on that, man, on that type of stuff. You know what I mean? Because if something come out and then I just wish him a speedy recovery. You know what I'm saying?
I'm trying to look at the studio.
I don't got no comment on that.
I wanted the word cuppa, as in cup of tea, I thought it would be great to mix with hug. When I saw the domain was available, I was like, I'm taking it, I'm trademarking it, I'm going with it. Hi, I'm Aaron, I'm the owner of Cuppa Pug. We are not a traditional cafe. When I saw Cup of Pug go live, that's when it all clicked. Well, was that nice?
Good hair days start with a routine. An easy routine starts with a daily chew. Through Hims, you can grow thicker, fuller hair in just 3 to 6 months with an orange-flavored chew powered by finasteride and minoxidil. Ditch complicated solutions with expensive costs and simplify your routine with this doctor-trusted treatment that fits seamlessly into your lifestyle and starts at less than $2 a day. This is convenient hair care made just for you. Regrow your hair with 1 chew a day. Start today at hims.com.
On the set, niggas act like they was gonna do something, cause niggas thought I wasn't gonna be me when they see me. Niggas thought I was gonna turn it down or something.
What's the word with the politicians? On 2-3, cuz they tried to put Dwflame out. He had to power up on the ops. It was a few of them and one of him. Guess they had the phones out recording, but still ain't dropped the footage. They must not be proud of it. DW had to get ahead of this fast though. He called Adam 22. He had to give his side of the story. Before every headline read, DW got carved like a pumpkin or sliced like a honey-baked ham. I don't know how he let Papa put that blade on him. Supposedly one of them in the pack had it on him too. DW was welling on his big homie. He looked up and felt like little buddy was gonna do it to him. Flame said he fell back into the store on camera. Oh shit, you hit me right here. My homie's gonna know who did this. When you in the spotlight as an artist, ops can't wait to try you. This was a squabble with a little bit of blade play. It could have went further, but it didn't. DW said thank God he left his Yiki in the car, because he would have had an ESPN highlight, at least top 2, top 3.
On the set, niggas act like they was gonna do something, cause niggas thought I wasn't gonna be me when they see me. Niggas thought I was gonna turn it down or something. Tell them niggas put out the footage. It got a little blood on there. I'm saying, still got chain piece, everything. Niggas cutting me and all type of shit. It's super. I'm insane. Hey, I guarantee you niggas won't put out footage, brother. I'm insane. Fuck. I'm trying to do right. You niggas want to play, cause on BIG, and you lucky I couldn't get to my car, bro. I see, cuz, but I'm blessed, cuz God let me leave the blower in that car, cuz. Hey, if I wasn't whooping feet, that's on the dead homies. If I wasn't putting your big homie down, all you little niggas who ain't help, cuz. If I wasn't whooping cuz feet, I'm saying I'll set the streets on fire right now, nigga, and get the diss and everything on baby crib, nigga. But I want my specifics. I ain't saying crib. I want the specifics. You niggas was recording, but you niggas embarrassed on 2-3. Cause little niggas didn't rap. That's a DP. Your hood should DP. I didn't even give a nigga a chance to say exactly which one they was from. Crib, nigga. Dead homies. Come on, cuz. Niggas think I rap, fool. They didn't move out the way. So they asked me if I'm the one nigga. Of course I am. But so the closest nigga to me, I feel like he gonna fire on me first. So I fire on him first and he touched the ground. Once he touched the ground, they from the opposite side.
Okay.
Yeah. Once he touched the ground, boom. The other 3 dudes that's with him, they fall back because they see that's their main one. So once they see him go down, they're like, oh shit. But then one of the little dudes start clutching.
Oh.
Okay, cool. So my eyes on him. Cool. So while I'm fighting that big homie, boom. He not hitting me, but I end up feeling my face burning a little bit. I'm like, the fuck is that? Cool. Yeah. He like, yeah, like he did something. I'm like, what? Cool. But I look in his hand, it looked like a lighter. But it's the old school pocket knife. You remember the one that flip out like
Butterfly. Yeah.
Yeah. So okay, I see that in my head. I'm like, you gotta really penetrate skin for that to do something.
Cool. Okay, so his legs already still noodles because I banged him and he didn't know I was gonna hit him out of nowhere. Cool. So every time I hit him, he's falling, whatever. But I see the little dude clutching. So I step back under the camera in the store. So because if they gonna do it, I want the homies to be able to see who did it under the camera. You feel me? Cool, whatever. So, but as I'm fighting him again, I feel another slice on my other side. I'm like, okay. So I flinch at him one more time. When I flinch at him, I go to block the next one, and he kind of cut my arm open. Cool. But the whole time, he's still like stumbling. I got him all in the chips, all in the Doritos and the Cheetos and shit like that. Whatever. So the store dude come out, pepper spray, whatever. They end up running, whatever. But they got one of the little dudes that they was with, got footage. They was recording. And since I seen them recording, I made sure I did extras.
Oh, word? So you think they're going to drop that footage?
That shit happened at 5:30. That shit would have been out. And that big homie got dropped at least 3 times.
Damn. Yeah, when you see the camera, you're supposed to go up.
And it's a DP for that. All his little homies that was right there because they ain't run up.
Damn, yo, the chat thinks that it was about the thing that you said on the podcast that one time.
Man, I don't know what the chat think it's about, but I know niggas ain't think that I was gonna perform like that. That's why they had the camera out.
Damn, bro. I mean, I'm glad you're all right because that one cut on your hand looked deep as hell.
Bro, it just so happened I left that motherfucker in the car because I was in a good area. I just was going in there real quick.
You was by yourself, Flame?
You said what?
You was by yourself?
Yeah.
Damn.
Facts, but shit, I'm blessed. It's a good day. I mean, if they want to drop it, tell them niggas to drop it. Crib free, nigga. I'm always saying crib. Go ahead, make my views go up.
Yeah, you're gonna go stupid viral if they put that shit out. So it's a gift and a curse, I guess.
I've been waiting on it. This ain't nothing that I don't want to see.
Damn, that's crazy. I'm glad you're all right though. That could have gone another way.
For real.
It could have went another way for them too. God protected them niggas because I could have had it on me.
No, yeah, like in that video you said like that, you were grateful to God that you ain't have the blower, that it was in Whippy.
Because either way, I would have had to deal with a case.
Right.
So, but yeah, it's a good day though, chat. Crib Street. One thing about DW, you never not gonna see me show up. And I don't know what niggas be thinking from the last little shit. Whatever y'all see on Money Bag Rose, I've been in the gym ever since then, boxing gym ever since then. Any of y'all niggas stupid enough to go to bed. You niggas want to act hard, you niggas gonna go to sleep. Dead homies.
Nah, I watched that fight a couple weeks ago. And yeah, are you planning on returning to the boxing thing?
No, I ain't no boxer. I'm a crib. But they brought up money. You bring up money, I'll get up in there with Mike Tyson.
We were talking about how you we feel that of all the LA rappers, you'd actually be like one of the more formidable ones in a boxing scenario.
Hey, didn't I see y'all talking about LA rappers who go crazy and when they hit the county jail, nigga? I'm one of the main niggas. When I go in there, everybody knows for sure. Yeah,
I believe it.
I ain't taking it from C-Mac, nigga, but I'm and C-Mac more of a character, but I'm one of the niggas that's gonna take serious because fuck just fighting and all that shit. I always say
Damn. Nah, for sure. Well, I'm glad you're all right, bro.
Yeah, stay up. Hey, peace and blessings, cuz everybody. It's a good day today, cuz.
Much love, bro.
All right, much love. Dwflame, legend. Appreciate you, dog.
Y'all think they gonna drop the footage or they gotta edit it up first? DW, a powerhouse when he fighting for his life. Them little dudes that was standing around ain't know what to do. Pop this fool or not, eh? He was damned if he did or damned if he don't. He would have been the dumbest fool around if he would have went viral on DW. He would have been the dumbest fool in the body if he went viral on DW. But since he didn't, he got an ass whooping loaded. The same one the big homie just got. DW think this finna make his streams go up. I don't know about that. It got cut and like the beef with Big Sad again. Y'all ain't never seen that many ARs on Cadillac. Only insane, cuz. What y'all think of this shit, man? Political street views? No. Fake news.
and sell me big 30. Played the game like James Worthy. Ain't no honor amongst these thieves. I spill blood on these leaves. I break out in beast mode. Pistols in your peephole. Have your life on repo. GTA the cheat code. I live by the G code. With the trial for Ricos. Then we back them COs. Show you how to treat hoes. In 3D we kill trolls. For the trauma we pour foes. Go through pain to reach goals. Pull up in that red rose.
Niggas act like they was gonna do something, cause niggas thought I wasn't gonna be me when they see me. Niggas thought I was gonna turn it down or something. Tell them niggas put out the footage. It got a little blood on there. I'm saying still got chain piece, everything. Niggas cutting me and all type of shit. It's super. I'm insane. Hey, I guarantee you niggas won't put out footage, brother. I'm insane. Fuck. I'm trying to do right. You niggas want to play, cause on VIG. Ain't you lucky I couldn't get to my car, bro. I see, but I'm blessed, cause God, let me leave the blower in the car, cause I'm set.
What's new with Google Ads? Google AI powers campaigns that work for you. Your ads multiplied. Better results? Simplified. Put Google AI to work on your next campaign.
Turn your musical masterpiece into money. Start selling your digital creations on Shopify.
What's the good old big deal with the good old people, man? It's your boy Young and Hefe. Don't care about number what the check say. Make sure you go ahead, like and subscribe, because it don't cost you nothing to press that button. And if you ring that notification bell, I'm going to bring you mail. What's the good old big deal with the good old people? It's Hot Topics with your boy Young and Hefe. And I'm here to deliver you another one like the other one. The recipient of Hot Topics, Dwflame. Y'all see exactly what's going on. So, it's crazy, man. Dwflame here on the menu, man, because I was just with Dwflame a few hours ago. So, the homie from Trey 57, you know what I'm saying? Cali Royalty, you know, he did a song that has me, Dwflame, Traffic on there, and the homie Yellow Wolf, you know what I'm saying? So, we all on one record. We pull up to the Valley yesterday. Pull up, first person I see out there in the street, chopping it up is Dwflame, you know what I'm saying? Shake it up, chop it up. You know, he didn't know I was on the record, but I did know he was on the record. We congregated for a bit, went inside the house where they was shooting the video at. We get inside, you know, everything, you know, we doing what the fellas do, you know what I'm saying? Hanging, kicking it, smoking. You know what I'm saying? For those that drink, you know, they drinking and everybody going over their verses, you know, everybody doing their solo sings and stuff like that. So today, when I get into No Jumper, you know what I'm saying, I hear about this situation. They talking about Dwflame and been stabbed and or slashed. So I'm like, what? I'm like, man, that's false. This got to be some old. I was just with bruh a few hours ago. So they like, no, this just in. This just happened. So, you know, when I seen, bro, you know, he definitely was turned up, you know, whatever the case may be. So I guess earlier this morning, sometime at 5:30 or whatever, he said that he was at a store. For some reason, I was mistaken that he said the studio, but he was at a store. He go in the store for whatever reason to grab what he needed to grab. It looked like, you know, some dudes recognized him. They recognized him, pulled down on him. Say somebody asked him like, hey, ain't you old boy? He like, yeah, that's me. So, you know, he saying dudes blocking the way. And, you know, you get them janky vibes. I'm saying definitely when people deep or whatever the case may be. So he say he get off. When he get off, right on clue, the scuffle go up. You know, a Mr. Scuffle is when the slashing and stuff like that happen. Now, when I first heard the story and when I heard how it was explained, the first thing that went to my mind that, dang, he must have got caught slipping by some dudes that was offended with him saying a diss with that Brick Baby situation. Maybe he put up in the store in LA or whatever the case may be. But now that I'm kind of furthermore listening to the story and engaging more, and he called in a no jumper, I might be wrong. This might not be the situation. This might be a situation where he ran into some of his opposition and they asked him, like, is you Dwflame? And from there, the situation transpired. I don't need to name who his ops is or whatever the case may be, or who they beef with. Those people know who those people are. Whoever the people is that got up on them, they know who they are. But, you know, this is where we here at WIT, because Dwflame, you know, came to the net to let them know that he was straight and, you know, it was BS. So we about to get into this content because, you know, Adam 22 definitely tapped in with him, and he called back in a no jumper. So you already know, man, we about to drop this footage, and it halfway in the half effect, we gonna commentate.
For the record.
I want to even tell you, cuz. Okay, yeah.
So I'm saying.
Because this shit gonna spread like wildfire. If I wanted to, I would already started a fire. But yeah, so once I walked out the store, they didn't move out the way. So they asked me if I'm the one nigga. Of course I am. But so the closest nigga to me, I feel like he gonna fire on me first. So I fire on him first, and he touched the ground. Once he touched the ground, they from the opposite side.
Okay.
But yeah, once he touched the ground, boom. The other three dudes that's with him, they fall back because they see that's their main one. So once they see him go down, they're like, oh shit. But then one of the little dudes start clutching.
Oh.
Okay, cool. So my eyes on him, cool. So while I'm fighting, they big on me, boom. He not hitting me, but I end up feeling my face burning a little bit. I'm like, the fuck is that? Cool. Yeah, he like, yeah, like he did something. I'm like, what? Cool. But I look in his hand, it looked like a lighter. But it's the old school pocket knife. You remember the one that flip out like
butterfly?
Yeah.
Yeah. So okay, I see that in my head. I'm like, you gotta really penetrate skin for that to do something. Cool. Okay, so he already still, his legs already still noodles because I banged him and he didn't know I was gonna hit him out of nowhere. Cool. So every time I hit him, he's falling, whatever. But I see the dude clutching, the little dude clutching. So I step back under the camera in the store. So because if they gonna do it, I want the homies to be able to see who did it under the camera. You feel me? Cool. Whatever. So, but as I'm fighting him again, I feel another slice on my other side. I'm like, okay. So I flinch at him one more time. When I flinch at him, I go to block the next one. He kind of cut my arm up. Cool. But the whole time he's still like stumbling. I got him all in the chips, all in the Doritos and the Cheetos and shit like that. Whatever. So the store dude come out, spray, pepper spray, whatever. They end up running, whatever. But they got one of the little dudes that they was with, got footage. They was recording. And since I seen them recording, I made sure I did extras.
Oh, word? So you think they're going to drop that footage?
That shit happened at 5:30. That shit would have been out. They big homie got dropped at least 3 times.
Damn.
Yeah,
Oh, word? So you think they're going to drop that footage?
That shit happened at 5:30. That shit would have been out. They big homie got dropped at least 3 times.
Damn. Yeah, when you see the camera, you're supposed to go up.
Show me. So, I mean, if they want to put it out, that's on them. I ain't really got no moments where I wasn't superior in it. And it's a DP for that. All his little homies that was right there because they ain't run up.
Damn. Yo, the chat thinks that it was about the thing that you said on the podcast that one time.
Man, I don't know what the chat think it's about, but I know niggas ain't think that I was going to perform like that. That's why they had the camera out.
Damn.
Take what you do best and create a website that's worthy of it. With AI website creation from Wix, every click is an opportunity to shape your brand, fine-tune your design, generate content in seconds,
and showcase what you love so others will love it too. It's your business, your website. You do it yourself on Wix.
All right, so there it is. There, y'all heard from Flame yourself, man. You know, Adam Gotti, man, on his show. And it looked like, you know what I'm saying, about, as he say, 5:30 sometime this morning. You know, he was in traffic, decided to stop at a store. We don't know if it was for a bottle of water, some cigarettes, some gum, chips, whatever the case may be. He had to make that stop. Don't know if he was in Long Beach, didn't disclose that information. But what he did disclose is that they was the ops and or some people who was looking for him. Say he pushed in his store. Once he pushed in his store, he see a few people congregating. After he grabbed what he grabbed on his way out the store, people right there like kind of like blocking the way. That's when he get asked the question, hey, ain't you the dude that's something, or ain't you the dude Dwflame? He like, yeah. Now, once that was exchanged, you know, hey, let me get through here. Let me get going. You know, if it ain't really nothing else to be said, or you ain't asking me a question about nothing. But it seemed like, you know, they wasn't budging and blocking his pathway. So with them blocking his pathway, DW say he get off. He say he get off, you know what I'm saying, and sue in a little tussle, you know what I'm saying? Like they in the store, they squabbling, you know, he say put whoever he got off on first down. Say dude try to get up, had the noodle legs, whatever the case may be. The other dudes try to join in on the fight. He in there squabbling, saying dudes get knocked in the chip racks and stuff like that. Now, amongst them squabbling, he say out of nowhere he's feeling a burning sensation on his face. But you know how it go when in adrenaline pumping. You don't want to too much do like this and get caught with the bing bow bing and get put down. You know what I'm saying? Because it's more people on one person, whatever the case may be. So he say he feel it burning, still squabbling, whatever the case may be. He feel, you know what I'm saying, get slashed again on the arm. Now, I don't remember between the arm or the face situation when did he come to the realization, but he say he felt the burning sensation, looked either at his arm or felt his face, and dude like, yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, I did that, like you getting slashed. But, you know, you can't even really panic. I mean, it's like either what you gonna fight, but you already fighting. So it looked like he stayed down for his crown or whatever the case may be, and squabbled a little more, say put somebody else down, or rather put the same person down if he tried to get back in the mix of things. So he said it was other members out there who never joined what was happening, that was just watching or maybe shouting in. He said these dudes pulled out a camera and was actually video cameraing what happened between him and them. So when he seen that video camera out, he said he definitely went up. You know what I'm saying? I'm pretty sure he did, you know, probably was saying his hood, and if he knew who the guys was that was attacking him, you know, probably antagonizing them and or dissing them or whatever the case may be. So it looked like what stopped this situation from escalating anymore is the store dude. The owner of the store seemed like he came out with some pepper spray and he started spraying, and it looked like the dudes ran, and it looked like Dwflame has safe voyages to his car. He get his car, get on, hop on the line, obviously to put it out there, you know, what happened to him or whatever the case may be. You know, some people not going to agree with it. Oh, he getting on the line, he doing this, he doing that. You know, it's his situation. You know, whatever way he choose to handle it, he choose to handle it, long as he ain't dropped no names, said nobody names, he ain't said no hood, or ain't pointed nobody out. All he said is the ops. Insane, I'm pretty sure, has a lot of ops. So it's really up to you to go down the rabbit hole and put the pieces to the puzzle in place. If that's what you want to do, go down that rabbit hole. Trying to place the pieces to the puzzle is on you. But, you know what I'm saying, he insists, you know, took it off his Instagram, which is, you know, the right thing to do. But, you know, if you do look on the gram, you know, he look like, you know, he tripping, you know, and or lurking, you know, whatever the case may be, you know what I'm saying? But got to be safe out there, got to watch yourself at all times. And, you know, luckily, you know, this wasn't no fatal situation or anything like that. So you got to watch yourself. And with that being said, I'm going to conclude this there. It's your boy, Young and Hefe. Don't care about number, what the check say. Make sure you go ahead, like and subscribe, because it don't cost you nothing. Press that button. And if you ring that notification bell, we'll bring you mail.
We have an after party, rooftop party, no
No men need to apply. No men need to apply. Ladies, we having a rooftop after party tonight, and we're gonna go live like Astroglide. You hear me? No Diddy. Diddy won't be at this party, baby. It's just me and y'all. Are you ready? Ladies, let's go live like Astroglide. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna go, hey ladies, pull up to the party tonight. Rooftop, invite only. Invite only, baby. You know what I'm saying? Invite only, baby. Real talk. Only ladies. We're not interested in bringing no men out. Bring all the ladies. I got everything you need, baby. We're gonna go live like a PS5. We're gonna go live like that Astroglide, baby. We got the #1 solution on the market right now, ladies. Pull up. Invite on.
Nano Banana Pro is now on Artlist. Get Google's most up-to-date model and all the leading AI models on Artlist. Subject consistency, spot on. Text rendering, flawless in multiple languages. Even the tiny background details, Nano Banana Pro gets it. If you can imagine it, Nano Banana Pro can do it. Write your prompt and watch it come to life. Check out Nano Banana Pro on Artlist and start creating without limits.
Set. Niggas act like they was gonna do something because niggas thought I wasn't gonna be me when they see me. Niggas thought I was gonna turn it down or something. Tell them niggas put out the footage. It got a little blood on there. I'm saying still got chain piece, everything. Niggas cutting me and all type of shit. It's super. I'm insane. Hey, I guarantee you niggas won't put out footage, brother. I'm insane. Fuck. I'm trying to do right. You niggas want to play, cause on VIG, and you lucky I couldn't get to my car, bro. Oh, I see, cause, but I'm blessed, cause God, let me leave the blower in that car, cause I'm saying.
If you post your politics, I'ma be in your politics. If you post your politics, I'ma be in your politics. If you post your politics, I'ma be in your politics. If you post your politics, I'ma be in your politics. If you post your politics, I'ma be in your politics. If you post your politics.
If you don't like me or on your hood's politics, don't post it. If you don't want me talking about you snitching or being a mark, don't do it. And if you don't like the words that are coming out of my mouth,
Chief, that's Pat.
See, this is why I said you're a cryptic guy.
I ain't
It's
gonna
just
lie.
that weird silence.
For his Richie Jerk, his body. That shit packed for.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Oh, gee. That's packed. But yeah, though. Hey, let's do it though.
Do what?
Push peace.
Let's push peace.
Now, next question.
Oh, shit. Do you agree with the push and peace movement, generally speaking, though? It might not necessarily make sense for you, but does it bring you a little bit of warmth in your heart to realize that maybe some of the younger generation is going to be impacted by some of this stuff?
Yeah. I love the movement.
Mm.
That J Main pushing. That's my boy. Keep on going.
Do you just feel like you're a little too far gone at this point?
For me?
Yeah.
No, I'll push peace with J Main. 100%. Oh, gee.
But nobody else.
But all right, is that really pushing peace if you and J-Main never really had a problem? Like, I thought the whole point is like people who had problems in the past come together to resolve it and kind of show the kids like, look, we don't have to be living like this anymore. Let's slow this down and put the guns down and shit like that. So like, don't you think it would be productive if you were to sit down with someone that you probably had a problem with in the past or something versus a friend?
No. Yeah, I'm with all pushing the piece with the kids. Yeah, for the kids. Yeah. I don't mislead the kids. I want them to stay in school. I want them to do whatever that they feel like they want to do in life. You know what I'm saying?
For sure.
I feel like niggas should start putting guns in videos. Cause kids look at these videos. I don't put no guns in my videos. Not one video you will see with a gun in. I don't do that shit. I feel like everybody should start putting guns in their videos.
It feels like in terms of drill rappers, they almost always start with the guns in their videos and then almost always stop around the point where they start to have to deal with some kind of legal consequences for it. And then all of a sudden they realize like, oh, this ain't a good idea.
Yeah, I don't put guns in videos. I don't do that. Even my first video, even my second video.
Right.
You ain't see not one gun. I don't do that shit.
I mean, you're definitely somebody that doesn't want to make yourself look such a way that the cops are going to come trying to break your door down too. That's got to be part of it, right? Like you've seen how shitty it is being wrapped up in the system.
Yeah. No, but it's really for the kids too. Like I can rap about whatever. You could just like my beat. You don't gotta listen to what I'm saying, or you could just listen to what I'm saying, but you don't know if it's true or not. So why would you believe something that I'm saying? I don't got no guns in videos. It's like a lot of motherfuckers intrigued by individuals having guns in their videos. So they be quick to believe a motherfucker in the streets. Just because you got guns in your videos don't mean you're in the streets.
Right.
So these kids, they influenced by that. So when they see videos with a lot of guns, and that should have made them think like, damn, I'm gonna give me a gun just like that.
For sure. As much as we're talking about the push and peace thing and talking about how sometimes it kind of feels like there's some reason to be positive about where the culture is going, at the same time, I'm sure you notice this as well as we do, that a lot of the most popping up and coming rappers out of Chicago are young ass kids who are talking about crazy street shit.
Yeah.
And in some cases, reportedly, being very, very involved with it.
Yeah.
And telling on themselves quite often.
Yeah. I'm speaking.
What's it like?
Thank
you. What's it like seeing that playing out where it feels like these rappers are getting younger and younger and more violent?
I hope they doing it to make it out. Like if you doing it, like I hope you doing it to make it out. And if you got the chance to make it out, like go ahead and slide. Like you signed the deal, like go ahead and slide. Like ain't no point in being in Chicago. Ain't no point. You can move around in these little suburbs. I was in Chicago once upon a time. We in Chicago, we chilling, we cooling. Then like when I look up, like, we gonna get another spot like somewhere an hour away, close to 2 hours away. That's a smart thing to do. So
that's what you're doing now?
I always do that.
Because I remember our last interview, I feel like you were acting like you were living downtown in like a high rise or something.
I was.
Right. Is that still a little too close to home?
No, I was though. Gee, me and the guys, we was. That's where we was at.
But now you're more out of town?
Yeah, I'm far as hell now. Gee, I post my new location. The crib, not the location. But right. I post the crib. I said, 12 ain't gonna be able to get up with me now.
So you're trying to stay in a place where if you do get pulled over, the cops aren't gonna know who you are?
No, they don't know who I am.
It's
where
not
I stay at right now.
No. 051 kiddo.
They don't know who I am.
Okay. That's good.
No.
Seems like that's probably for the best, yeah.
That is for the best.
Yeah.
Come to the right.
Yeah.
Chill, relax. And go ahead. Go back to the crib.
Would you take us to the set though if we went back?
Our block?
Yeah.
You want to come on my block?
For sure.
You don't want to come on my block. You Calvin.
Why not?
So you gonna come?
What are we worried about? We were with 051 Killer.
All right. Pull up.
You looking at me like I'm gonna be facing death.
No, you ain't. No? Pull up, gang. I'm telling you. I want to see it. Like,
we ain't worried.
You Adam 22.
Shit. I got to do it for the community.
For the community.
Sure.
All right, set the date. We're gonna do it.
Okay. 5100. It's on the list.
We gonna do it. No, pop out. Seriously though, I'm gonna show y'all how I live. I'm gonna show y'all like how I'm living. Like, we gonna thug it. You hear me?
Sure, I'm with it.
Mom,
let's get it.
Let's do it.
Where are you and Rico Reckless friendship, or I don't know if y'all even had a friendship before, but he was on the internet saying a whole bunch of shit. Like I forgot what interview it was, but recently he was saying that I guess when y'all was hanging out, he said that you was like a send off and shit. And niggas just send you off to do all type of shit.
Man, these niggas be crazy. You get what I'm saying though?
Yeah.
These niggas.
Was y'all friends before? Because he made it seem like.
All right, man. So yeah, man, free Geetchi Gotti, man. Definitely prayers go up to DW, man, for making out of that alive. And yeah, man, we out to the next one. Make sure you hit that like button, that hype button, sub, share, hit that notification bell so I'm out there so I can throw it to you when it's in the air. Follow me on Kick, Twitch, Discord, IG, TikTok, Rumble. We out.